discuss this again.
I'm so sorry.
No,
I know it's a very sensitive subject.
Dude, I'm so sensitive about my age. What if you found out I was a crazy heroin addict? Would that surprise you?
I think I would have noticed the track marks.
Thank you for being someone who would notice something like that about me. I feel as though a lot of people would just be like, he's getting skinny.
I believe we talked about The Wire last time I was on the program. And there's a lot of heroin in The Wire.
Now, what is heroin? Please explain what it is, how to acquire it, and...
Okay, so there grows a flower called the poppy.
There grows a flower.
And the poppy secretes a certain... I don't know,
the Poppy Secrete is my new stoner album.
That's really good.
The Poppy Secretes.
Yeah, the poppy secretes this very viscous liquid that
poop.
also is where latex comes from.
Is that
funnily
true?
Enough, yes.
I don't know. That's why we can't get rid of it.
And it's why you see so many people injecting themselves with gloves.
What, did you fucking save all your comedy?
I'm on tonight, baby.
You fucking saved it up for this shit.
Well, because I've been practicing all my stand-up on my son.
Oh, true. Does he ever laugh?
Okay. So the cutest fucking thing in the whole wide
They're
world.
going to be like, fuck you. Of course he laughs.
Of course he laughs. No.
You an asshole.
Okay. So one thing I love to do is giving my 2.5-month-old son big exaggerated Bugs Bunny kisses on his cheeks and forehead.
I do that with the cat.
And it's not all the time, but a lot of times I'll do it. I'll be like, and he'll put on a big old smile. And it's the fucking cutest thing in the whole wide world.
Yeah, what else is
so
there?
Fucking cute?
That's the world right there, boy.
His eyes just light up. And he's just like,
kid loves it.
No, it's so.
That's exactly how my cat feels too. Again, a child is exactly like a kid. I mean,
right now, my child is a stage or two lower than the independence that a pet has. As he is completely non-ambulatory. Mm-hmm. So in order to do anything, he requires assistance.
Yeah, which I respect that. I feel like that's what I yearn to be like. All right, so we still remember that gun fucking rocks. So,
do you feel like a Mark Zuckerberg or an Elon Musk? Do you feel like they pay people to baby them?
Well,
literally baby them?
You saw that thing about Elon Musk where he had an alter ego where he pretends to be his own kid.
Oh, that's right. I thought you were gonna make a joke about them wanting to fight, but I forgot about the even weirder thing.
Sons becoming dads. The old world has finally overturned. Truly, I was just thinking about this the other day. Not to take the subject away from how Elon Musk is a strange baby fetish guy, some kind of sick weirdo. But all these rich people are perverts. I would also like to talk about that submarine, but remind me later.
Yeah. I'm gonna preface in saying, just in general, I'm anti-submarine.
In general? You don't like submarines? That can't be true. I'm sure you love submarines. Like, you think they're cool. How do I fucking zoom this in like that?
I don't know. I know that I know you can do that, but I don't know how to turn it on and off.
I was reflecting on how much growth we've had as people from the beginning of the show, where I want to say, a desperate sociopathic loser, and now I'm pretty empathetic. Whereas you've become I'm
America's dad, everyone.
You were a future family man / future America's dad to current America's dad.
Yeah.
But not in the Bill Cosby way.
No.
We all agree that's not the right way.
Yeah.
So I will do...
I'm famous for my hatred of Jell-O pudding.
Well, at this point, I don't feel like anyone's really that into it.
That's gotta be
a brand nightmare.
My wife has been enjoying pudding recently. I think she had some in the hospital, and ever since then she's kind of been like, "Oh yeah, pudding." So I do buy her pudding cups.
I was inspired by the hospital food.
Okay, listen. Honestly, the hospital food wasn't that bad. Mm-hmm. We were there for 4 days.
Okay, bro, sheesh.
Yeah, we got
every day, nothing but pudding though.
We were admitted Easter Sunday, Sunday night. And
that's crazy.
Our baby was born a day later, and then we were in the hospital for a couple of days, just kind of recuperating everything.
Dude,
the hospital food was pretty okay, but they had this drink that I still like, and it's so easy. But they basically had this like kind of virgin poinsettia, A poinsettia is basically a mimosa, but you use cranberry juice instead of orange juice.
I didn't know that.
But they use mixed cranberry juice and ginger ale, and it's really good. Honestly, that one's really good.
They have this at the hospital?
Oh yeah, well, because like you need to keep your blood sugar up, and like you need to like also all the ice chips you can eat.
I feel like that's a real request from a lot of people.
It is. Well, yeah, because like you sweat a lot, like because you're doing a lot of work.
It's true.
I mean, I wasn't. I was just hanging out, but like she was. So
we all know that no one struggles more
things.
than the husband on the day of their child's birth. You're forced to sit in a very uncomfortable chair.
Honestly, it was very stressful, but
well, of course, it's stressful for sure.
And I've talked about this. I don't know if I talked about this on my show, but like. So my wife
on your show.
My wife had a C-section.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I don't think I knew that.
Yeah. I mean,
maybe it was
whatever.
Discussed. It's not. You might have said it last fucking week and I forgot. Shit. You know that was how I was born too, and also Julius Caesar.
I was reading about it because I was very curious. People actually think that is not the case.
I can't remember what my weapons are, but. Sorry, everybody. I'm playing like an idiot. Hi, guys. I'm very busy right now. I can't.
I was about to say, you got to crank.
The boy's not crank.
Really, only one. There we go.
Okay. Enough. You guys are being extremely silly right now. He's dead.
Are they being a bunch of silly goofs, though?
A little bit too much for me. Just be done. Thank you. All right, now we're getting back in the swing. I've been playing too much Zelda, guys.
What is the advantage? I never figured out the advantage of this game if it actually like disintegrate anything, or even if there was one.
It just looks cool, dude. It's like Bloody Mess, I think.
Yeah.
People see this is going to be.
People are fucking violence perverts. I agree.
100 million%, but also they consider like gore a spectacle that's like in and of itself a reward to watch.
Well, you could look at Sniper Elite. That's like half that entire game.
That was shooting pornography.
Yeah, it's just
that was gun violence pornography.
Do you want to see this Nazi's fucking eyeball explode? And you're like kind of like, yeah, of course I do.
Honestly, maybe the only game that would have possibly featured Hitler's testicles in it.
Oh, you absolutely can shoot Hitler in that fucking game. I think
there's probably X-rays of his fucking dick.
Yeah, probably.
So that some dude out there was like, I programmed Hitler's dick. My fucking.
I'm historically accurate. He only had one testicle. I'm gonna Google this right now. I'll be right back.
What did they only one testicle?
Oh no, I know he did. I believe it is.
I remember Rasputina talking about that. He's a 4-inch cock.
Hitler.
2-inch circumference.
Literally, the first. Okay, all right. Literally, the first thing on Google was Sniper Elite 4 Hitler 1 ball.
That's very strange.
It's
extremely weird.
The Sniper Elite wiki. Hitler is believed to only have a single testicle. Shooting him in Sniper Elite V2 or Elite 3 will appear him to have two, though he will only have one in Sniper Elite 4.
That's so funny.
So there we go.
Did no one do the ball research for that? I guess not.
Apparently, yeah. I thought that was always confirmed. I didn't realize it was like a rumor.
I wonder if that even is true. How could anyone really believe that? They did an autopsy because that's what they're saying. Is like maybe it burnt up or whatever, or maybe there's like German information about that. I wonder how that. I mean, it was in a war situation.
I think they know because he could only grow half a mustache.
That maybe is my issue with my patchy beard. I have a little speckled testicle, and that's why my beard's so patchy.
Have you considered putting goat testicle on your own testicle?
Well, I have been looking into the 3T scrot. You know what I mean? If I could add a goat testicle, I would consider it. I feel as though I'd rather absorb that power in a ritualistic eating kind of situation.
Oh, you think
Let's go.
You think eating a goat heart is going to be better than putting a slice of goat testicle on your own testicle?
Yeah, I don't feel like that's going to have much advantages. Hi, are you a synth? Are you a synth?
I like how they can't just escort her out again.
Yeah.
Like, there are these armed guards.
What's this guy do?
Yeah, there are these armed fucking guards, like, right here. And you're just like, oh, listen.
Also, the mayor's like, I stand at the front gate every day.
No, I think about shit like that all the time, where you, like, open a door in a new area in a game, and, like, the leader just happens to be standing there.
It's me, the guy who runs the place. I stand at the door. You know spelling public like that turns me way off. It's not really my business.
It's all fake news.
Come spend money at our weird restaurant. Or our strange gun people.
Hi, I'm not Jeffrey Tambor.
Not Jeffrey Tambor for sure. Here's me remembering who Jeffrey Tambor is, because I know who it is.
He was
Trevor Jeffrey Tambourine.
Yeah, he was the man. He was the son of the man who invented the tambourine.
That cannot be true. I don't know enough about the tambourine to... Sounds great. Piper, what the fuck do you want? I'm sorry, am I supposed to morally support the city for some reason?
Well, I think they're just kind of like, listen, city's fine.
He's an itty bitty baby. He's one of the smallest babies I've ever seen.
My baby was very small.
Listen, this isn't brag, you know what I mean?
I'm just saying that my baby was very small.
Every day it's like, hey, tiny baby, just letting you know. He's small. You send me images of small babies. This is revenge because of all those days.
And with their information.
I used to send pictures of me as a baby being so small, and I said, "Look at how tiny I was. It can't get smaller."
I text those parents and I say, "How dare you have my baby is smaller."
But no, he did.
Look at my little man.
I'm sorry, your persuasion's much too low. That little sister of yours. Hrumph.
I mean, you were fucking needling him the whole time.
Yeah, I don't really... Is this journalism or is this just harassment? It's really not journalism.
I know we talk about it literally all the time, but she fucking looks like fucking Julia Roberts so fucking much.
I was going to say Sarah Silverman a little bit.
Interesting.
Julia Roberts is an interesting call.
I feel like if you were peak casting the Fallout 4 movie, I feel like Piper would be Julia Roberts. I'm talking peak casting. This is breaking all the laws of temporalness. You can get a younger, an age.
That's an interesting thought.
This age, Julia Roberts.
Very interesting thought. I don't know enough about...
Also, big shout out to, I don't know if he still hangs around, but the guy who said his first crush was Julia Roberts.
Oh, yeah, someone did say that. I'm sure,
I want to say that's Doug DFC.
Could have been.
This was literally years ago.
I'm sure I can't
believe anybody would remember this.
I'm glad you remember it. Look at you being a little sweetheart. So he's gonna watch the show and be like, "Fucking D Marx is thinking about me." By the way, I'm Tom C, and that's D Marx. We're just hot off our AVN win for greatest male duo, non-sexual.
Yeah.
And so I know we're getting a lot of viewers from that.
We do a lot of voiceovers for pornography.
I do a lot of openings and narrations.
Yeah.
It's going in a little too hard.
Yeah, I do a lot of script writing. Yeah, well now we're on strike, so.
Yeah, for sure. The strike has really hit me hard, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's been a very tough thing. But we have the stream to fall back on. So.
Did you know that the writer strike, since they're on strike, they can't even speak because that involves writing in your brain?
I didn't know that.
So you're not allowed. They're not allowed to do it.
Big boy.
Yeah. We just talked about how I don't have a big boy. My boy is very small.
It's like it's him.
Why are you taunting me, you video game?
Don't they know?
Don't they know how small my boy is?
He's small. He's a baby boy.
He's so small.
Not big at all. I need to sell a lot of this garbage shit that I have that I fucking hate. But I don't remember which garbage shit I wasn't using. That's a favorite, so I'm going to assume that I know I have a better sniper than that. This is trash to me. This can suck it.
Honestly, light pipe bolt action rifle was one of our porns that we wrote.
Yeah, it was about a futuristic world that you have to use a special grease to fornicate and the acquisition of said grease. Very, very exciting futuristic content. And that's kind of what I like to specialize in because, friends, I've seen it all. Grill Bob's asking what our favorite settlement is. You guessed it. I've only ever built in Sanctuary because I'm a man who's got shit to do. But I do like the movie theater too.
Oh, the movie theater's good. I had one.
There's one by Lake that I think you liked.
I had one run where I didn't have any settlements. I just lived in Diamond City like a fucking big shot.
That's
which felt
cool as hell.
Does
this game have a motel? had a missile launcher.
Probably. Not that one that pops up off my head.
I know that was always a big thing.
I really liked. I spent a lot of time in the place in Far Harbor, which I think was just called Far Harbor.
It could have been. Very much could have been.
Yeah, I did do a giant tower in Sanctuary one time. I also like. I think it's called Nordhaven Beach. It's where it's near where the Bros of Steel hang out.
Mm-hmm. Little
Guns and Bullets stickers. Wait, where are stickers? What are stickers? What
I have no idea what stickers are. I'm not about to learn.
100 years of military stickers.
We got stickers. I'm going to buy as many 10mm rounds as I can. Then we'll talk about this fucking sticker book. I can't afford any stickers.
I need more stickers.
I want to buy stickers. You can have this scalpel I was holding on to for some reason. Ammo, we all agree the fusion cells. I'm not really... Is that what fucking the musket uses?
Yeah, I think so.
Fucking my ass.
You don't need those gamma rounds.
For sure. You can have all that shit and that garbagey garbage.
I don't even think you need that fucking 5mm.
I mean, I have them. Do I have the minigun on me? In which case,
that
would
I
sell
can't answer.
that?
It's definitely not on you.
Well, then that's the end of that shit. Enjoy all that. Forgot this song fucking rocks.
Rocket 69, Rocket 69.
All right, where's
No, it's a great song.
It's a fucking great song. I would like to read my brand new sticker book, please. Where's the sticker book? Anyway, what we're talking about? We were writing pornography earlier.
Yeah.
Well, it's been great. Am I supposed to do something with that shit?
Read?
This is all that reading does. Well, I've been had.
I spent $300 on stickers that don't even have stickers in them.
It's true. I keep accidentally going to third person. All right, well then, so I'm just chilling.
Wasn't it the fucking best back in the day when magazines were still a thing?
Dude, I was just thinking about magazines.
But like you get like they always have like the Game Informers or whatever with like the demo discs and like secret stuff.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking about that because like I realized I was like excited all the time for magazines. I like would always go to the store and look at magazines. I like was super stoked to be like subscribed to it. And like I fucking loved Electronic Gaming Monthly. Read that shit religiously.
Oh yeah.
But now there's like nothing like that, and also it's less good because you're like, all right, my information is all like decentralized from a million idiots instead of like a publication I like, and also it's like I like to look at big glossy pictures and I can't.
I like being able to open things.
Something wrong? I've broken into your building. It's important. I just came from World War One.
You don't get it. The detective, he's gone. Missing.
This fucking cinematic angle.
He's gone missing.
When they used to put longer game guides in Game Informer, I would sit and read those for games they played. Yeah. Dude, I mean, that's partially being a kid where you have nothing but free time and can just fucking like read the instruction booklets of shit. But also there was definitely that where I'm like, I'm going to learn how to fucking beat the 3rd level in Tomb Raider even though I never will play Tomb Raider ever. Oh, that's a great question. What big-ass game, like a huge game franchise, have you never played even a single game in? Tomb Raider is mine for sure.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever played any Tomb Raider. I've never played a single Mario. No, that's not
Never played a Fallout game. Because that's for sure. Like
I've never played a single Gears of War game.
I've played them briefly, but I never like owned or rented it.
Yeah, I've never played a Gears of War game.
It was like, have you ever? And then you'd have to drink every time you didn't play a video game. Pikmin, never played any Pikmin. They're not that big though.
I was gonna say I wouldn't consider that a major franchise. I hadn't played any Grand Theft Autos until 5.
Interesting. I also hadn't played any until 4.
Oh yeah, I've been thinking about trying 4. I know
4's
4.
fucking good.
4. I think 3 is really the one that put that franchise on the map, but I know 4 is also very popular.
Yeah, that's true. I'm sorry I keep pressing every button except the button I need. Yeah, find Nick Valentine. Okay.
You're my Valentine.
Remember how this is the coolest fucking missions logo ever?
It's pretty good.
It's fucking rad.
Yeah, there he is.
Yeah, we just found him. So they want me to go in there, but I don't know that I'm going in there. But maybe that's not where I'm going.
No, I think they want you to go outside because they want you to find Vic Valentine.
Big Dick Mountainson.
Remember the robot who only speaks Japanese and serves noodles? He's in here. He's in here.
I just remembered this happens. I'll shoot. Oh shit, I forgot who was going to shoot who. This guy was not a synth.
No. But he did have a newsboy cap.
I had to remove that ammunition from him. Okay, buddy?
I need it for shooting evidence.
Oh, brother.
My own
You thought
brother.
I was a robot? It's okay, Riley Reid. You don't have to worry. Rocket 69. Oh, sorry. This is not a good time to sing that. How you doing?
My brother's still alive. Brother's still alive. Oh, God. I'm so sorry.
That was a bad parody choice.
Oh, man.
I just seen the Brothers Alive chorus last night. Nani? Who's saying this to me?
Right,
yes.
interesting, because like they never fucking ever talk about Japan in Fallout. They always talk about China.
So I pretty much stopped going on Reddit at all. However, I will say that was the best. One of the better Reddits is like there's like one that's just Fallout lore. And just like questions about that, like what's going on with fucking China or like what's going on with this place. I always think that shit's interesting because they don't talk about it at all.
That's cool.
I would like to go to Good Neighbor, and that's where you want me to go. So that's great. But yeah, I always think that stuff's interesting because I feel like some of the countries just were not involved, and they're like doing fine. Everyone's cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
You know what I mean?
I assume every. Oh yeah, I forgot they were doing a big Fallout London like fan mod.
Oh, dude, yeah, this can be rad. Isn't there a show that's supposed to be coming out?
I think that's one of those things that's been rumored for ever.
This spring, I feel like would not do anything on the stock.
I feel like you don't want your stock to be like that because it would make the recoil more recoily.
Yeah, because like they're acting like it's a buffer in some way, but I don't think it would work like that.
Well, because I'm guessing the stock pushes in when bullet comes out, so the spring is there to like push it back into place. But I feel like you just want a stand. I feel like you just want a solid rod.
Because instead of absorbing it, it's now bending in and fucking
exactly.
your aim. Listen, guys, I'll come in. I'll be on the team of just fucking. I'll be on the science team. I don't know everything about guns. I don't know everything about guns, but I can tell you, I could just looking at that. That's a bouncy boy, a big bouncy boy. I know we don't like to talk about big boys these days. I'm really kind of talking only about small.
I'm very
boys.
sensitive about my little boy.
You're so sensitive about it. Anyway. Did you watch any games done quick? I know you have no time now. This is not
no.
me
You know what?
like,
Okay, okay. Like legitimately, I haven't been feeling a lot of my regular YouTube watching as of late. So one thing I've just like randomly kind of stumbled on and have been enjoying is just watching poker. Mm-hmm. Guys, I have adult male friends. We have a poker night once a month, which is fun.
I know that. You're too popular.
But yeah, so like I've been kind of getting back into it, but like I'm not watching so I can be like I'm gonna fucking improve my fucking poker game. I'm just kind of like I need something to watch while I'm eating lunch at work in my car, and
you make it sound so glamorous.
Listen, I like one of my favorite things in the world is, and I haven't been able to do this as much because of a small baby at home. One of my ultimate favorite things in the world to do is to get in my PJs. Crawl into bed. I feel alive, but I'm almost dead. No. Is put on my PJs, take my glasses off, and just watch YouTube videos on my phone while I'm nice and comfy in bed.
Interesting. I respect that.
I fucking love it. I used to do that more often, but I don't have anything.
See me before I saw you.
But I don't mean.
I give the guy way too much. I'm fucking restarting that one.
I don't have anything. Lately I haven't been feeling because like I haven't been playing my normal games. Like I stopped playing Snap like fucking forever ago.
That's the right move.
I'm not playing.
We all agree that game was.
I'm not playing Slay the Spire. I'm not playing like Monster Train. So my normal guy for watching that shit. You know, I watched. There's like one or two. There's like one Hearthstone content creator.
I'm surprised you
that I
still
watch.
even do that.
I'm there because I like him. I think I watched Dane. And I watched Trump.
Again, poor name choice. What are you looking at, boy? What you want to?
Ow!
Yeah.
My butt.
That one went right through my
Shit!
spine,
My butt.
killing me instantly.
They hit my ass artery.
I'm sorry, I'm distracted because I just got a phone call from this one old lady at work. And I didn't pick it up, and immediately she texts, Tommy? Like, I didn't pick up, so why do you think I'm looking at the phone? Just fuck off. She's like going to tell me she was fired or something. She's like, just such a... Okay, guys at home. Everyone's a fucking shit stirrer, and they just want to be like, let me tell you about the drama at work, despite the fact that you're not at work and don't care about the job that much. It's like, I don't give a fuck.
Is this at your current place or like one of your old places?
Current place.
All right.
She loves to be like, I heard they're going to get rid of Bloppity Blip, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck about that.
Honestly, though, Bloppity Blip just hasn't been doing... He just hasn't been pulling his weight lately.
Dude, she's... Because I bet you it was like, I heard someone talking shit about you. And it's like, well, okay. And then nothing ever happens. It's like, oh, he said you were like, just had a down day today. It's like, okay, great. Well, thanks. Now I know the people are fucking talking about me. And also, they're not going to say anything about it. It's no big deal. People are just fucking nosy. Either way, I'm sorry for being distracted. I'm here for a fucking show.
No, you're here to get fucking cram. That's what you need.
I'm here to get cram, dude.
Cram.
I will say that I made this look very good. I'm gonna text back. Everyone, listen. I'm texting back. I'm gonna say hi. I'm gonna say, hey, I can't talk right now. Is everything okay? And now that will hopefully, if that leads to a phone call, I'm gonna honestly kill somebody. Well, these old people want to fucking call me. You know what I mean?
No, that's fucking like calls are the worst.
That's the lady I adopted the cat from. So it's like, so this person also feels like we have a connection in some way.
Like she's your
Dude,
cat grandma.
I hate people who are like, I'm your surrogate mother because I'm an old lady and you're a young man. That shit drives me crazy. And that's like a real archetype.
Yeah.
And I know it's because I reject care from all. Oh my fucking god. Thank you.
Honestly, that turned out a lot better than I was.
I was sure I was dead. This is our pumpkin toilet. Anyway, I'm just... I fucking hate everybody.
Honestly, if you had to poop and not a toilet, a Halloween jack-o'-lantern candy bucket probably would be a decent choice.
It would probably be a decent choice, yeah, for sure.
The only thing is you'd have to squat because you can put your full weight on it.
And you'd have to clean it before next Halloween.
That's true. And Halloween is only 4 months away.
Dude, my birthday is only slightly over 60 days, under 60 days at this point.
I was really hoping your birthday was going to be on Saturday this year so we could go to Shea Maples, but we'll figure something out.
Okay, do you know anyone who works at the other place? Yes, I do. Sorry, guys. I know we're doing.
What's your brand right now?
Right now I'm at a Kia store.
Yeah. Do you ever say the name of your company and make karate hands?
Do you ever say the Kia? Do you ever see?
Kia?
Do you ever say the name of your company and your exact address?
Do you ever say your social security number to me personally?
Dude, what are you gonna do with that? Get no credit cards?
I'm curious about how much damage a social security card can really do.
You could take out loans, probably. You could probably take a lot of shitty loans. And that's probably.
I don't think you could though, because so much stuff requires like multiple forms of IDs. As a notary, fucking public in the state of fucking Pennsylvania.
By the way, also I'm on my route for that too.
That's exciting.
I don't really care.
Did you take your test yet?
I took my test already. I had to fucking send $139 and then go to Harrisburg.
Oh, you have to go to Harrisburg.
They fucking say you gotta go to Pronothicari's office.
You don't have to go to the Pronothary in Harrisburg. You just have to do it in the county that you're getting your notary.
Hey, tell me. I've already not done this in the future.
Yeah, no. I just went to my... and also, well, you're in...
I assume my number's been leaked and hacked everywhere at this point. Yeah! So here's the thing about that. I have a joke every single day. I feel like I am not...
Well, it's that calendar I gave you.
That's good.
Oh my god!
You must have been sitting.
I don't know where that one came from.
It's the caffeine pill I gave you.
It must be.
It's making you fucking sharp, boy. Sharp as hell.
Guys, for those of you who are too young to know about this, they used to sell these calendars. That were basically giant Post-it notes that already had things written on them. One for every day of the year.
It's very funny.
Actually, on weekends they normally doubled up.
Oh, that's a good value then.
Yeah.
I feel like. Now we're in real fighting time. No, my joke every day, because I have to fucking have people sign privacy agreements. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, it's just so we don't sell your information, but like I would sell mine, but I heard it's only like 12 cents. But I did hear it was only 12 cents. That was a long way to get to that. I heard that like the value of like your information like being leaked, like that's like the total overall value to like a hacker. It's like 12 cents per person. It's like, cool. Give me the fucking 12 cents. I'll give it to you. I don't give a fuck.
Well, I know that like.
You guys on the internet. You can't get it. It's mine.
I know. Like data mining is a big thing for like China. It'd be wild if they just did it so they could just take out loans in Americans' names and just like use it to fund China.
Yo, real talk.
They're like, oh, we need one more fucking gun for the army. Let's steal Tom C's personal information.
Dude, for real though.
And get a fucking $4,000 loan for this new assault rifle.
Dude, that's where you know shit's really fucked up, and it's a totally realistic scenario where like one day every American wakes up and just like a little bit of money was taken from them from like China. Just says like Chinese people know how to get your shit or something like that. That could totally happen.
Dude, that's the fuck.
Like everyone lost a penny and every single bank shows its transaction. Because
that's how they fucking did it in Office Space. In Office Space, they took fractions of cents.
Well, no, that still is the way to do it. But I just mean like they do it in a way that's like visible to be like your banking system's not secure.
Oh yeah. Like when you sign up with a like a new bank or something like that, and they're like, we're gonna deposit 1 cent into your account, but they take 1 cent from every American.
Dude, yeah. But they like make sure that you know who did it. So they're like, guys, don't you fucking
from
hate
China,
it.
lol.
Like for real, something like that. Because that shit doesn't get hacked in that way very often. Like, even if they, like, get information, it doesn't seem like you get charged. So there must be, like, a next level of security there.
Did you know they made a whole series of games about North Korea being a cyber powerhouse and invading the United States?
This isn't Homefront, is it?
Yeah, it sure is Homefront. I watched that entire game.
Was it interesting? Did they do it well?
The game itself looked like fun. The premise was very stupid.
Did you know they made a whole movie about Seth Rogen and James Franco going to North Korea?
I did. I think Julie and I watched that.
You watched the interview? I didn't watch it.
It came out like years ago, back when James Franco was still fine.
See, now he's persona non grata, which is a shame. I feel like he looks exactly like James Dean, and I don't care about James Dean, but I feel like that should be a perk for him. I feel like he should get a lot of points.
Everyone loves Dave Franco.
Because he's apparently not a psycho woman abuser.
Well, that does honestly in this day and age, that does carry you pretty far.
It goes so far.
Yeah, it really does.
I feel like you can really get away with anything as long as it's not that or racism.
Yeah.
But you know, Army Hammer's still hireable after eating human skin from a woman, but it's fine. You ever hear about that shit?
Honestly, if it's consensual eating skin, I don't mind it.
So you're okay with consensual cannibalism?
I think I'm 100% okay with consensual
Real talk.
cannibalism.
If there was like, obviously we're both not perverted, depraved psychopaths anymore. But do you feel as though like if there was some shit that was
I'm not a perverted depraved psychopath.
By the way, how much do I fucking sell you out by saying anymore?
Yeah.
But like imagine if they were like, all right, this video is fucked up, but here's the consent. And it's like for sure this person agreed to like this shit. They do that in some videos and I think about it. Like, were you ever uncomfortable? That shit's gotta be the most fake shit in the world.
Remember that whole remember that one website had one section of their website that doesn't exist anymore?
That was a great section.
Hard to find those videos when you want them.
That was a shame because that was clearly acting and like it was expressed as like a fictional thing.
At a certain point at the end of all of those videos.
Did I say that was sad? I'm not actually upset about this. I want to take that back.
At a certain point at the end of all those videos they had, and it was like right after, so it really fucking took you out of it.
And that's okay.
Well, because they wanted you to be like, don't worry, they're not. They don't have to say this.
It's crazy, and like it's just crazy, and I guess it's better overall that we don't have to necessarily explore these kind of things. But come on, dude.
I was gonna joke there should be. I was about to joke that there should be a hold breath option in this game, but
Isn't there?
there is.
Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Okay, anyway, so now circling back to that submarine. Did you hear about the submarine?
I had heard about a submarine. Yeah.
So like I said, I basically stopped going on Reddit because I hate like how everyone is the same person on there, pretty much. So I didn't know anything about it, right? I didn't know anything about this fucking story.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, just like whatever. And then Instagram I still use because I love Instagram. It's cool. I like seeing pictures of shit. Again, going back to my glossy pictures situation. But I just started seeing all these memes about rich people dying on submarines. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on where the world suddenly has all these rich people dying on fucking submarines? But I also found that, okay, I know I'm a big baby. Like I said, we've grown into very empathetic, wonderful people. Should we go back and delete all Old Sons content in case we say something bad?
Probably.
Not racist. I don't feel like we've said racist shit. For sure we didn't say... We've never been racist, as far as I know. We may have said stuff that was insensitive and unaware at the time. But do you think we need to do like a Shane Dawson or like a Smosh situation where we just fucking expunge it? No one go back and look through our shit to see if I said anything fucked up. Please.
I will say that I think about. There are a couple of our fucking ancient. I blow the dust off these videos and watch them from time to time. I watch the one of live action Metal Gear Solid 5 all the fucking time.
That's one of the best. But that definitely is not racist.
No, it's
unless there's something I don't know. But either way, I forget what I was talking about with this. Yeah. So I'm overly empathetic about this because so two parts of this. One, I was misunderstanding and believed that they were trapped in a submarine and were slowly dying. That is not the case.
Well, that's what people thought for a second there.
Right, because I didn't actually research this. What I learned was that like there's a rich people who were lost at sea in a submarine. But what actually happened is that they were killed in the submarine. I think they've confirmed that they were killed.
Well, because people were talking about how fucking... Okay.
Because what I want to talk about is explosive decompression, but go on.
Okay, so a couple things. Number one, so I don't know if you're aware of this.
You're talking to say the N-word in L.A. Noir Let's Play? I hope that's not true. There's no way that's true.
You do say... I remember one time...
Oh my god, please kill me now. I hope this isn't true.
No, I'm trying to think. You don't say it.
I'll delete the whole fucking playthrough. I don't even give a shit.
You don't? No. I don't think this is L.A. Noir. I think this might have been on the podcast.
Oh my god, kill me.
But there's at one point where if I say it's not a long back, it's not a strong back.
Okay, I remember that, and I still think it's funny.
I think about that all the time. Some people might think it's not good.
Because it wasn't. Because I don't. Okay, I will say I don't believe that was used in a racial context at all. And therefore, I think it's not okay. It's fine. You can, all right. Don't cancel me at all. Please don't cancel me. I do remember that, but it was purely said at the moment as a joke. This is not a good defense. I would like to apologize to everyone in the world.
And I apologize. No, but I was okay. So I don't know if you're aware. This is circling back to subbling back to the sub.
Also, real talk. I don't normally say the N-word, so it'd be very shocking to me if I hadn't ever said it. So it'd be shocking to me that back then I did. Okay, continue.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm not sure if you're aware of this because you say that you haven't been following, which is fine. So they have come out and said that the United States Navy had more or less confirmed decompression of the sub, like almost the day that like it went missing.
Right. Of course.
Because of this. Secret sonar thing that they have that they were trying to keep under wraps.
Well, that's cool.
Which is interesting. I mean, it sucks a lot, and it's bad because everyone wasted a lot of time and money trying to find them when the United States Navy knew they probably were dead.
By the way, there's no finding them, by the way, but go on.
Well, they believe they found the wreckage.
Okay.
But yeah, the people have been feasted upon by the isopods at this point.
That's what I want to get into.
Well, hold on. I want to
finish your thought.
I want to share this, not this morbid fun fact, I guess we'll call it. That's exactly what happened to Malaysia Flight 370, which I learned from a podcast. So it's a flight. This was, I think it was 2013, that just kind of disappeared. Nobody ever found it.
Oh! What are you, an idiot?
This guy came and batted you.
That was a great shot. That was cinematic as hell. Big applaud for you. I call it applaud. Big applaud. I live for the applaud.
I live for one of the applauses, please.
But
that's exactly what happened with that Malaysian flight that disappeared, because people had been searching in this particular area of the Indian Ocean, Australian Ocean,
the Bermuda Triangle.
No, it was in the Eastern Hemisphere. They were searching this one area of the ocean because that's kind of where the train or the plane was like headed when it disappeared. Mm-hmm. But the Malaysian military didn't tell anyone for days that they actually knew that it was going in a different direction, because they didn't want to reveal that they had like
That's awesome.
this enhanced radar system.
Yeah, I love that shit.
So it was like the same shit. It's exactly the same shit that happened with the submarine.
Okay, dude, we're gonna talk about a bunch of this not unrelated. Unrelated, did you hear that they announced that like a bunch of alien shit?
Yeah, I've been
we'll talk about that later.
I've been seeing that. I don't know as much about that.
Okay, I'd love to talk to you about that, but I will go back. So I was reading today. So obviously, because I was reading today that people are like, why won't they go recover the bodies from this shit, this Titan, right?
Oh, well, that's... I know the answer, but...
So you know the answer, but I feel as though there's some confusion, perhaps. Not amongst our brilliant, I want to say mostly engineer-based audience.
Yeah.
But just...
We all know that James Cameron watches this show all the time. Jimmy, we call him. Jimmy C's.
Listen, I know you would think that normally I would say fuck James Cameron because, I just basically hate everybody. However, I want to say I respect his real commitment to this shit. It seems like he really really the submarine dude.
No, listen. That's literally the reason he made Titanic, was that he could be like, I'm going to need to go down and see her.
And then he fucking did. He developed shit.
He's really, really, really good friends with the guy who found the records.
Mr. Titanic?
Yeah, Mr. Titanic. Robert Ballard. He's like he and them are they're very close friends. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure they pioneered a lot of the technology together. But that was like half the reason he made Titanic, was because he wanted to have an excuse to go down and see the wreck.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
So I have a lot of respect for that. The guy's obviously not faking it.
Robert Ballard's pretty cool too, because in addition to that, he also found...
Did I kill both?
It certainly seems that way. He also found...
pick these back up.
He also found the Bismarck, which was a big ship that went missing, I think, during World War II, if not World War I.
By the way, incredibly impressive to ever find ships.
It's fucking crazy.
I get that you're like, well, sonar. It's still crazy.
Well, at the depths, because they were talking about one thing I don't think people realize is that the Titanic is in
a big ship,
the deepest part of the ocean that's not a trench. So it's like 13,000 feet below sea level.
Right. So here's the thing about
that. So deep.
Yeah. So I was looking today. There's a bunch of MythBusters videos about what happens to your body if you decompress it 10 feet below the no. So here's the deal: when you're underwater, there's measurements called ATM, which is the atmospheres.
Atmospheres, yes.
And it goes up drastically, the further you go down, exponentially. So people are like, why won't they recover the bodies? Or oh no, these people probably suffered. And then I found out that they were definitely compressed by this, and instantly incinerated and turned to ash and molecules within a fraction of a second. That's what actually happened. And you might be like, well, that seems like exaggeration. I mean, literally milliseconds. They went from thought to a molecule of dust.
That's the one thing that people are saying. It's at least it was a quick way to go compared,
and that helps me a little bit
compared to what people thought, which is them just being
suffering in a coffin.
Yeah, being trapped in a fucking,
because that's a nightmare.
Sewer tube, thousands of feet beneath the ocean.
But see, that stuff that, fuck my ass. That I find barbaric to take joy in. That feel it doesn't matter who the person is. That's just enjoying suffering, which I have a problem with that. But that's not what happened, and I get that. And I get you're well, these rich people did something that they thought they were so privileged they could do whatever they want. And that I get being well, fuck them a little bit, but they still died and whatever. So that's me being a little bit too sensitive these days. But I want to make a real point. Don't go fucking so deep in the ocean. No one is rich enough to fucking go in the ocean that deep, man.
Well, so the thing
it's like no joke.
The thing that people talk about, especially like right wing grifters, which we love talking about on the show.
Absolutely. And this is we're a real polycharged show.
Yeah, we're fucking dirtbag left for sure. Fucking.
I'm very liberal with, my eating and also my politics.
I'm liberal with my farts. No, they're talking about how like, oh well, people used to like celebrate like exploration and like adventure and everything, and people are like, okay, but they weren't exploring anything. Like we know where it is.
You fuckers want to defend grifters every minute of the day. Go fuck yourself. I'm so sick of this shit. They're like, oh my god, he was just ambitious. He just wanted to explore. He's like the old time men that we really loved. It's like, no, you fucks. They're all con men who just fucking feed off of your dumbass masculinity.
Well, because I was listening to a podcast.
Clean shots, boy, clean.
I was listening to a podcast today. They were talking about it, and one of the things they brought up was that like, it's like, would it be different if this was like Elon Musk on a rocket to Mars?
No, it's the same shit. Is they go, oh, we're so rich, we can pay for it. It's gonna be fine. We don't have to be afraid of this. It's like, motherfuckers, it took astronauts like 1 million years of training. These people were super trained, super informed, and now you just want to go do this shit because you think you have enough money to circumvent that.
Yeah, if it was like again, Mr. Robert Ballard, the guy who found the Titanic, if he was like, I'm gonna find this thing and like I'm gonna develop the research and like it didn't work, yeah, it'd be different, I guess. It sucks. It sucks that these people died. It sucks that like
that's tragic. That's a tragedy.
It sucks that the one kid like was terrified of the ocean and didn't want to go down, and his dad kind of sounds like maybe forced him to go down, which sucks.
I think Alanis Morissette had a very similar lyric in a song.
What the shit? One of the guys was
had
like
10,000 spoons, and all he really needed was a knife.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Yeah.
He waited his whole damn life for that flight. No, one of the guys was like,
I always wanted to be the CEO of an unregulated submarine business, but I don't think I can handle the pressure.
Hey,
that's a good joke.
What is Gilbert Gottfried in the chat?
Weirdly, that's Matt.
Also, I forgot he's dead. Rip Gilbert Gottfried.
Rip Gilbert Gottfried, who was already canceled. He made those jokes about those people in the hurricane, and that was it.
They didn't cancel Gilbert Gottfried after he made 9/11 jokes on 9/12, so I don't think they ever.
God bless America. And you know what? That was exactly his right.
No, listen. People talk about like stuff like that important about getting back to normal. But we're talking about submarines, and I was gonna say something about submarine. Yeah. One of the guys I don't think was like an actual tourist. Baby. He was like actually like legitimately one of the.
Talking about Stockton Rush.
No.
Oh, that poor man.
No, he was like
man, not Stockton Rush.
He was a retired fucking like French Marine or French Naval officer or whatever. Mm-hmm. But like he was like one of the foremost experts on the Titanic.
That's a shame. That's a loss. That's a loss right there. To lose someone like that, but he should have known better. So like this is what I'm trying to say is like this shit is so hard to do. Like it's still not done regularly, and you'd have to be pretty naive to be like. Well, this company's charging me a lot.
But I can do it.
Yeah, that's what they think.
Okay, that's another thing they talked about, which was really interesting.
Yeah.
It's a point I never really thought about before, but they're like talking about just like in society in general, not just with like rich people, but like if you buy tickets to go on a plane, you just kind of are like, well, they wouldn't charge me to go on a plane if the plane wasn't safe.
Right. Dude, that's all the time.
They'd be like these people were probably like, oh, well, if they're charging me this much money to go see the Titanic, they must know their shit.
Everyone's like that, dude. Nowadays, everyone feels like there's no risk in anything. I remember when we saw Henry Rollins, his bit was that he just wanted to put tigers in everyone's backyard to like remind them that they have danger all the time. But like it's true though. Like everyone's just like, well, no, it exists and a company makes it, so it's fine. They couldn't make a dangerous thing. But first of all, yeah, they could. Second of all, it only has to work until it doesn't, and then they get sued, and then they keep the rest of the money that they got. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a big deal. They don't care that much. Like, especially for stuff like this. Just because a company did it and is a company doesn't mean, like, because that means to me that the person had no idea, like, what actually goes into this. Where you're like, this company's new, but they say they can get to the bottom of the ocean. It's not like a tech thing. It's not like a Tesla. It's not like a fucking Silicon Valley thing where you're like, wow, this is some futuristic technology this guy has and nobody else has. It's like, no, we know how this shit works and it's too hard to do. So we don't do it because of its danger.
Well, yeah, because people probably.
Well, this is a startup, so they got it down. It's like, what the fuck?
Well, yeah, people will probably like. Well, I don't know about this science, so this guy probably does.
Yeah, it's very bad, and it's very stupid. But anyway, explosive decompression is no fucking joke. Guys, always use your fucking your slow decompression method while rising from diving. You don't
you don't want to get the bends.
You don't want to get the bends.
You don't want to get those nitrogen bubbles
One
in your
of
brain.
the worst Radiohead albums. I don't know if that's true. I don't listen to Radiohead. But it's not Kid A or Paranoid Android, so it's not as good. Hey, Dino. Nick, I don't know what happened.
Meow.
Was I not supposed to shoot him to death as hard as I could? What's wrong, kidding? Anyway. It's just, whatever. Good for them. Everyone's happy. I just don't like people dying, and I don't think it's funny to make jokes about it. People suffering or being eaten by another person. Thank you.
Yeah, I do genuinely hate in any kind of media, literally any kind, where like a death is played for comedy. Like that's something I've always hated.
Yeah, maybe that's like a young man's game. Did you guys talk about the steering wheel being a Logitech controller? Did you see all those memes about people playing Subnautica with the exact same controller?
Yes.
It's very funny. Anyway, yeah, I mean, listen, it was just fucking... they should have used at least an Xbox controller. I mean, they're just as prevalent. And the U.S. Army uses it.
Yeah. Well, that's what a lot of people were saying after that was revealed, too. They were like, actually, that's a lot more common than you think.
Totally
like,
common.
Using game controllers like that.
Remember when the fucking... I think it was the Navy just bought PS3s? Because they were the most like efficient computing thing.
Well, they also were trying to do. They were also trying to train their troops with VR, like a Metal Gear Solid.
That's absolutely true.
So they bought the Metal Gear Solid HD collection.
Yo, by the way, Metal Gear Solid complete collection on Switch again.
I did see that. Also, Delta is coming out this year.
Delta?
Yeah, they're remaking Snake Eater. Is it Snake? Yeah, it's Snake Eater.
They're real bitches for not putting 4 on that. And I think about it. They're acting like they can't fit it on shit. Like, come on now. What year is it?
I think one of the collections they came out with did have 4 on it.
I don't think that's true.
That game is good.
The one that's coming out for Switch is literally, I think,
It's the
Subsistence.
HD collection. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. The HD collection.
Yeah, because it's the first
Same
3
exact games.
It's the first 3 and the Nintendo, the NES ones.
And Nintendogs for some reason. Please fucking take all these mines.
Imagine babies.
Take all these mines. Imagine Party Babies is on there.
Imagine Party Babies. Thank you.
Hi, gang. That's a mine. I'm just gonna. Okay. Kind of. Volume 2 is rumored to have MGS4. Dog, Volume 1 isn't even out yet. How do you know what the rumor is? Bah. Anyway. Just fucking eat it, guys. Just eat shit. Just fuck off. Is that how you want to be? You want to fuck with me? You want to fuck on me?
You want to fuck on me? No, okay. The Metal Gear Solid Legacy Collection does have the first 4.
I didn't know that.
Because I did own that, but it's for PS
Triple.
PS Triple, which I do not have a PS Triple currently.
No, nobody has a PS Triple currently.
Mine broke. That's the only reason I don't have it is that it didn't read its.
It fell out of your pocket, right?
Yep.
It's so lame how they like a lot of the songs from Colorado ended up being on this. It's not lame, like it just feels like there's no way they didn't play that shit.
That's one thing that I fucking like. I get it on the one hand of like, but like they did this, they did in Skyrim and they did it definitely in this game where they're just like, yeah, I know we're making this game, but like we're just gonna put these mods that people like in.
Yeah, true. That's fucked up.
Like on the one hand, it's like I get it, they're popular, people like them for a reason. So like maybe it's good.
And it's just a lot of stuff used to be free and used to be of passion, and now it is of profit. But such is life in America. Perhaps the same increase out of all religions. But enough talk about you. Here's what I love to watch: Symphony of the Night playthroughs, speedruns. Sorry, any Castlevania speedruns. Love to see it.
Nice.
Do not even take a single shot at me, you motherfucker. Not even a single shot. Love all this 45 you're giving me though. That's it.
Okay, sorry. We will talk about this because I like talking about speedruns I watch.
I love that.
Apparently Call of Duty is just happening in real life.
Oh, great.
You know the Wagner Group, that Russian military
Yeah,
that's
it's
basically
fucking...
just Putin's private army.
Yeah.
Apparently, they're alleging that Russian soldiers have been shelling their positions and are promising to take revenge on the leadership of the Russian Ministry of Defense.
Yeah.
So Call of Duty is just happening in real life now. Call of Duty is just real.
Well,
now.
it's real bad news. I mean, but if you think about it, because I remember I was reading about like paramilitary groups, and it made me think like how that could happen in the U.S. Because like if you read about like I think it's Cambodia maybe, like Pol Pot and that kind of shit, were like overturned. Maybe I don't know if that's the exact example. That's probably not the exact example. But there are things like that where like the head. Well, there's definitely stuff in the Middle East, but it's literally just like a group of dudes who formed a militia. Because they were doing nothing else and they all had guns. They formed like a mercenary company. Then that company gets like incorporated into the army because they're successful. And then they overturn the government in a coup. Like, that happens all the time.
Yeah.
Like, so there's no reason why that couldn't be exactly what happens here and is almost on the way to happening.
I mean, that's what Julius Caesar did.
What's going on here? What's
I
going
felt
on?
like I was just sitting down.
What's going on with that? What you working on, friend?
Okay. Also, we talked about.
I'm in no rush, Nick. We gotta kind of.
Nick, I need you to use your robot senses to figure this out for me.
You can maybe just power down, suspend mode, please.
No, what I was gonna say was
advanced
I was talking
here.
about the joy I experience when I give my baby a big old kiss and then he smiles at me. One of my other.
Sorry, it's the funny way. Go on.
Another one of my
I'm just gonna sit here for a couple. Please tell your story.
Another one of my favorite things
Tell
to
your
do.
story. Yeah, yeah.
So as I mentioned, my baby is completely non-ambulatory, as all babies are when they're born. He can't even hold his head up, so it's very funny to me when I just sit him down on, when I just make him sit down on places, like just have him sit on a little countertop or a table and just be like, "Hey, look at me, I'm a baby, I'm just hanging out. What am I doing up here?"
Is he like full of wonder?
I mean, whenever you put him in position he can't naturally sit in yet, it does kind of like confuse him because he's just like, how am I upright? How am I holding my head up? Like, what's going on?
Would you say he has a favorite food at this point?
Yeah, I think it's milk.
I'm embarrassed.
Probably milk.
It's a stupid ass question. I understand why I'm an idiot now. He's not that old. I get it.
Yeah, so I think we're.
Has he been drinking lots of water too? All right.
I didn't know that was a thing until my wife told me.
I only found it out once you had a kid. I was like,
Yeah.
oh shit, yeah, right.
That apparently babies cannot drink water. Apparently it's very bad for them.
Yeah, or vodka.
Well, if they're teething, you do dip your finger in a little whiskey and you just rub it on their gums.
That's what they did with me, and I turned out all right.
That's why they call you. Oh, okay. Here's one thing that I think you'll appreciate. So I've mentioned poker. My poker night that I go to.
Yeah.
Yep. And one of the actually the originator of the poker night idea and like a cool guy all in all. His drink that he likes to
You're trying
have.
to tell me that we're no longer best friends, and it's killing me. Right?
You're absolutely still.
What's up,
still
DFC? Real talk. Are you the person who had a crush on Julia Roberts? Okay, continue.
No, you're still my number one. You're my number one
Thank
fully
God.
grown. You're my number one fully grown boy.
Okay,
for sure.
I knew this was gonna happen.
Number one fully grown boy for
This
sure.
baby has replaced me 100%. You no longer interested in my coos or any of the fucking milk I'm drinking. It's all about babies. All right.
Listen, right now
You used to call me the smallest boy.
Right now, you are sitting on my leg, and I am bouncing you up and down,
Yeah.
and just like the way you like.
It's absolutely soothing me right now.
Yeah.
And you're being very uncool.
No, one thing I think you will appreciate. One thing that this friend of mine likes, and he recommends wholeheartedly, since it's a million times better. He likes drinking. He likes drinking, whiskey and Dr. Pepper.
Okay.
He says it's a million times better than whiskey and Coke.
That's probably 100% true. Did you know that Mountain Dew was originally made as a mixer for whiskey?
I did not know that.
So I can believe
Mountain
it.
Dew and whiskey sounds terrible.
It's actually okay. Because the idea is that basically it's like way sugary to overcome it.
Yeah.
But that's probably the truth. Like, Dr. Pepper is outrageously sugary.
Well, I was going to say Dr. Pepper has a little more.
Your poker night, is it at the inventory? Do you play with a man that wears boxing gloves? Yeah, I thought about that too. That's a fucking great game.
Wait, who plays? I'm sorry. I've only ever played Poker Night 2.
Me too.
Which did not have strong bad. It took me a second to remember what you were talking about there. Honestly, Poker Night 2, better cast. More important cast for me. Maybe not better. But I never was really into Homestar Runner.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't.
That was a little. I don't know if it was before my time.
You're not gonna like the star though.
Hi, my name's Dar. Love.
I'll tell him that she didn't make it.
Who else was in the first one? It was Strong Bad. It was Max. Oh, it was one of the Penny Arcade guys, and then.
Why am I so bald? All right, eat shit. He ain't so skinny no more. For some reason.
That head just fell. That head just took the elevator.
It's like real
to the
crash
floor.
test down the
Yeah,
line.
it's real fucking funny.
All right, eat shit.
But no, 2 had Brock Sampson, Ash
Suppressing
from
fire.
Evil Dead, it had Claptrap, and it had Sam.
Still
So, 2 was
don't
good.
fully understand why Ash from Evil Dead was in it.
You know,
No
I don't
complaints.
either, but it was fun to see him.
Love Bruce Campbell. No regrets.
Unfortunately, it wasn't Bruce Campbell voicing him, which I feel like
What?
is disappointing.
What was he doing? What was he busy with? Ash vs. Evil Dead. I don't want to hear it. Similar times.
I think that was way before.
I think it was way after it, to be honest.
Well, I meant Poker Night was way before.
Yeah, I think you're right. Listen, fuck off.
You're not going to take that tuxedo
It's off
and
of
that
it.
formal hat.
It's off of it. The formal hat's long gone. I don't know where that went. I don't need any fucking tuxedos. Nicholas Valentine.
But they did get Patrick Wahlberg to do Brock Sampson, so that's important.
No, that's everything. Aren't they making a movie of that? Or something? Or coming back?
Yeah.
There's going to be a lukewarm reception to that.
I mean, that show has always had more of a cult following. It's never really been like a big, heavy hitter.
Very excited for the new Barbie movie.
I mean, I'll probably see
I'll
it.
probably see it too. Did you ever see the Super Mario movie? The new one?
No, I never got around to seeing that one. I will say I did get the last movie that we saw in theaters before our son was born was we saw the Dungeons and Dragons movie. I enjoyed that a lot. I thought Dungeons and Dragons was really good.
I wanted to see that.
Yeah.
Christopher Pine, isn't it?
Yeah, Christian Pine.
Yeah. Actually, I don't think the line of Bruce Campbell impersonators is as long as the line of Arnold Schwarzenegger impersonators. Listen, that's true. There's not that many people do Bruce Campbell's, but
I know.
I just feel like he
the
could have
only
been
reason
there.
I know is because I specifically looked it up
Oh yeah,
at the time. I was like, "Is this Bruce Campbell?" I was like, "No, it's not."
that's crazy. That's crazy to me. I just feel like he doesn't have that much work to do
He,
some voice
he
lines.
probably
and
was
fucking
doing Burn Notice at the time.
he was on that show?
Yeah, he was a
Dude, fuck Burn
major
Notice.
side character.
I'm sick of hearing everyone that show. Nobody on Earth watched it, and yet the people still talk about it.
Honestly, USA had some good shows. I watched Monk. I was thinking about doing a Monk rewatch for a long time.
That show is actually called Monkey, and you're missing the other part of the name.
Yep, I had to dial M for it.
Anyway, you just like Tony Shalhoub, and you won't stop.
I
talking
love
about
Tony
it.
Shalhoub.
Will not stop talking about it.
Fucking love the Shalhoub.
Every minute, like I got a little Shalhoub in me, and I'm like, shut the fuck up.
So he's like, I think
what's
he's Lebanese, I believe. That's like his like
Interesting.
family. But he was on a
From
movie. He was on a
Lebanon.
movie with Stanley Tucci, who's extremely Italian, and like they were like really broing out, and like you know. Tony Shalhoub would have these lines he would have to speak, and they would be in Italian, blah blah blah. And like Stanley Tucci would be having so much fun, he would just keep on talking to Tony Shalhoub in Italian and forgetting that he couldn't speak Italian.
It's so funny. I think I like Stanley Tucci. Is
Everyone
he the
likes-
guy who?
everyone likes Stanley Tucci. Everyone likes Stanley Tucci.
He's not the guy who was the dude in the second Star Wars sequels, who was the guy who pretended to have a stutter, was he?
No, that was Benicio del Toro.
Great. That's what I thought it was one of those two.
No, Stanley Tucci. Probably the biggest thing you would know him from did you happen to catch any of the Hunger Game movies?
No, it's on our list.
He was in the Hunger Game movies.
He was Hungry Guest 1.
Yeah. He was Hungry Game Watcher 1.
Hungry Gamer.
He was also in Julie and Julia. He also was in Stanley Tucci's Italy.
This is on me, dude. I'm not. I don't have a wide enough.
He's
reach.
very well liked, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He's well regarded.
He's like one of those guys like Jeffrey Tambor, who you're like, you hear their name a lot, and you're like, I think I know who that is, and I think I know the face, and I know that people like him.
Jeffrey Turnberg got canceled though.
Oh shit.
He's not around.
See the guy who was the fucking? I'm thinking of Jonathan Lithgow. He might have also been canceled.
No, I think Jonathan Lithgow's still good.
You could see him.
Say the thing you were gonna say, and I'll tell you if you're right.
What the fuck was I saying?
You were about to say you were going to ask if he was the guy who something, and I was going to tell you if you were right or not.
Which one?
Jeffrey Tambor.
No, I was thinking Jonathan Lithgow. I was going to say Third Rock from the Sun.
Oh yes, no, that is Jonathan Lithgow.
Whatever happened to Joseph Gordon-Levitt? That's a real question.
I think he directs now. I feel like the last movie that he was in was that Looper movie that had Bruce Willis in it.
Yeah.
Oh no, because he was the last movie I remember seeing him in was the last Batman movie.
Devil Wears Prada is what.
Oh, thank you.
He was Dr. Erskine in Captain America. You know I didn't watch that shit.
Oh my God, you're right. I forgot he was in Captain America.
See, I didn't even watch Captain America, dude.
And
y'all are gonna shit on me, but
I've never seen Devil Wears Prada, so
I should watch that shit. It's on my list. All right, real great call on that. Stanley Tucci was most famously known as the villain in Beethoven. Can someone please link me a picture to that? Because I did see Beethoven.
Interesting. I had no idea. Is that my wife talking about that in
chat? Yeah, she was the one who mentioned
okay.
that it was Devil May Wear Prada. How embarrassing that I fucking said that.
I think it's really funny.
I wish it was purposeful. I would be way funnier if these jokes were intentional, for sure. You'd be like, wow, this guy just kind of fucking makes jokes on purpose. Anyway. Yeah, I need you to help me find my son. He's a little tiny baby. Okay. Well, I'd like to sue the water company because they don't like my idea of putting iced tea in the water. I have all these tea bags. Okay, I'm out. I'm out of here.
I remember we had trouble with this before. It was just like, we can't do this interview.
Yeah. It's really funny I'm wearing this full arm outfit. Why would anyone take him? This guy's not heard about the world of human trafficking.
Just a little baby.
I should mention this, Nick. He's made of pure gold. Yep. He was my wife. Devil Wears Prada is being added to our movie list. There you go.
We've talked about it before. I've never seen Dervils.
I still think her name is a Tame Impala reference, even though it definitely isn't.
Dervils were perver.
But I'm still going to do the bass line too. The less I know, the better. It's a great song. It's a great fucking bass line. And here's every song by that band. That's how he sings every song. He like mumbles and it's like super like unintelligible.
I know one person who really likes Tame Impala. I feel like I hadn't really heard about them until they were featured on
Bass Rock's Gorilla CD.
Yeah, the
most recent. Did you listen to
that? Yeah, I did.
Bro, I've been in a real album listening mood now, where I listen to fucking albums. Guys, I want to talk to you about this. D Marx wants an hour off, so I'm going to go into album talk. He told me he's gonna go do it. He's running. He's doing a sprint. Anyway, so I've listened to multiple albums that I'm like trying to get into because this is the kind of person I am now. Apparently, guys at home, the newest King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard album is fucking incredible. It's Petro Dragonic Apocalypse / whatever. It's really, really good. I've also listened to the newest Queens of the Stone Age CD, which I don't like that much.
That's a shame.
Now, it's my fault, though, because I am too... It's toxic masculinity. It's keeping me from enjoying things. And I know you're like, what? But my sister loves it, and even she liked it, too. She was like, it's got a lot of good lyrics, and I'm like, but the music's not interesting enough for me to like the lyrics. You know what I mean? Like, ever since Villains, which was the album before this, I feel like Josh Homme just writes poetry and like then just plays music around it. And I'm like, can't you just make some fun music like the rock music I used to like? But nobody wants to make rock music anymore except for King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, which is why that album is great. Anyway.
I would have told you that band was from a million years ago.
Which band? King Gizzard? Yeah, well, they sound like it, but they're from right now. Dude, they released 5 albums last year. Bald and scared, just like me. Just like me. His name is Nick Valentine, but the poor soul has never found love. Stupid. Yeah, they make Frosted Flakes.
The Cum Doctor?
No, for sure no.
No, that guy, the guy who invented cornflakes, was like obsessed with masturbation.
Listen, we all are.
Not in that way, though.
The opposite.
He was obsessed with stopping people from doing it.
So he could have it all for himself.
He was like, I got it. Listen,
It was the future of No Nut November.
It's 1899.
Prevent all nuts
There's
from-
one porn magazine, and I want it.
It's got it. The rotation's too big.
Yeah, the list is getting too long.
It was done by fucking Gutenberg on the printing press. He put a couple of like fucking bees together and make it look like huge titties.
Yeah.
And this is all we've had for the last 400 years. Here's some fucking bran flakes or something.
Spank mag.
Snoop. Oh, yeah. Stupid. I'm giving it up on easy shit. You don't deserve these laughs.
Honestly, cornflakes are good and do curb my desire to masturbate.
I'm obsessed with jerking it. Let me invent a cereal that expresses my feelings. Yeah, that's why I created jerk-offs. Sorry.
Jerkos.
I don't know, man. I feel as though Reese's Puffs had to be conceived sexually. They're so good.
You think so?
No one was like not having intercourse.
Is Reese? We've talked about this show. Is Reese's Puffs your favorite cereal?
No, it's Honey Bunches of Oats. You know that.
Oh, that's true.
That's not even. That's like.
Reese's Puffs is your favorite cereal to masturbate to.
I do feel like it's the best concept cereal. Like, I feel like you look at it on paper and you're like, okay, I'm taking that back. It's Cookie Crisp, obviously.
I can't. I feel like I've never noticed that fun mailbox. These fun mailbox. That these are apartments here.
People really have laser rifles. That sign I would like to have for real, though. But maybe with a different gun. Hi, are we just talking and standing, or?
We're doing a classic walk and talk.
See, this feels like you had to pay for this sign to be here. This is like a monthly fee.
Yeah.
There's no way it's just like in the middle of our town. That's how it shows. Goonos. I don't like that. Listen, guys, this term gooning is not.
Oh, what
for
about
me.
coomers?
Yeah, fine.
I don't like that I know that word.
It's
not good.
it's fine. It's just too bad. This gooning stuff, I don't need anyone to talk about it. It's too obscene for even me. I'm a precious Christian boy. I got these high moral standards I hold for myself.
You only masturbate to the Virgin Mary.
Please.
Talk about getting canceled.
That would get you promoted in today's days. It'd be like,
in this economy?
Where's the dog at? Well, listen to Rocket 69 again. Rocket 69, Rocket 69. Can you just fucking crack that shit, boy?
They call me Nick Crack that shit because I crack it.
That's my street name. Oh, what was the joke I said? I used to dance under that name. That was it.
Oh, that's a good one.
You're not trying it, boy? What's up?
He said he can. He said he wants you to try. Give him that lock a try.
Why can't? It's a fucking master lock, bro. No. Yeah, I really gave it the best try I could. Okay. Not much of a detective right now, are you?
I can't. It's so foggy.
Yeah, we got a lot of fog today.
It's autumn in New England. I can't see a thing.
I feel as though fog in Fallout would be radioactive, would it not?
Probably.
For obvious reasons. You know what I mean?
I mean, probably.
Because, like, isn't fog just clouds that come from the ocean, which is probably...
I think fog also can come from
maybe
something.
That door closed. Just for daddy. Thank you so much. You're the only one who's a real daddy here. I'm what they call a zaddy, unfortunately.
Does that mean you're a sad daddy?
I honestly don't know what it means. I think it means I'm black, but I'm not sure.
Well, what's important is that you try.
Don't cancel me for that. I just don't know words. I feel like this is currently okay, again, perfect casting, Uma Thurman, obviously.
For what? Oh, for this girl?
Yeah, come on.
I mean, it's a small role, but yeah, this is ideal, so yeah.
We've been watching Glee lately. Have you ever had to watch Glee?
I've never had to watch Glee, no.
Okay. I would also give this to the OCD guidance counselor. Thank you. Can I speak to you, please?
My wife has yet to hold a gun to my head and make me watch Glee, but I think she also didn't like Glee, so.
It's kind of good. I hate to say it. It's kind of good.
What are you doing here?
What are you doing? Your name's Geneva? Is that for sure?
Yeah, the radiation turned this entire city into just me, a professional assistant.
This would be this is the fucking raddest office. By the way, okay, you're apparently the mayor's assistant. You don't have to you're not a janitor, but you're not going to spruce up a little bit. I just think that the idea of cleanliness disappeared. It became one of those things where they're like, well, fuck it, right? Let's see. Thank you. Hi, I'm here to see the... I don't know how it could be funnier than this. See you. Hi.
You're the guy. I remember you because I literally saw you probably an hour ago.
Can you be kind of real though? Why are you acting like you're some kind of fucking He's like, look at our beautiful. Nobody would ever act like that. You're like cartoon mayor.
That is one of the things I think kind of lets this game down a lot. Is that Diamond City is supposed to be this fucking megapolis?
Yeah.
But it's got a dozen people who live there.
Yeah, no, it always suffered from that where every video game suffers from that where it's here's LA, there's 7 cars on the street, but it's you know what I mean? They just can't do bigness yet.
Well, I feel like fucking Grand Theft Auto 5 felt really big.
That game did feel big.
That game did feel big. I'm trying to think of other games.
Just Cause felt big.
Yeah, Just Cause there was a lot of shit. I guess the Saints Row's felt. They felt like cities.
Small.
They felt like cities.
This is not a city though. This is a small town.
No,
this is a baseball field.
Yeah, this is a baseball field with some people in it.
Okay, I'm just gonna go over this real quick. So I'm the assistant, right? Okay, I'm sitting most of the day. The mayor's busy, whatever. Okay, we have a slow day. This shit, we're using it every day. I get that. We're not cleaning that. This shit, maybe she just got it out. This pile of garbage? Fucking come on now. It's not fused to the floor. There's physical detritus. Get a fucking snow shovel and just lift that shit. The rest of it's pretty good.
Also,
the tires I accept. You can't control that.
One thing that literally just occurred to me, and I know we're an alternate universe thing. It's wild. Think about how wild this fucking is. That you're in Fenway.
Yep.
Not a single hint of a Red Sox.
That's true.
Not even a hint.
200 years. Were they, real talk, in the 50s, were they the Red Sox?
Oh, yeah. They've been the Red Sox for a long time.
Okay, I mean, it is an old-timey name. What do you guys think of the Outer Worlds? Never played it. GTA 5 felt big. I thought it was surprisingly small. Well, maybe. I think you were surprisingly small. Bethesda Megacity was a classic 11-person population and 2 buildings. It's true.
Yeah, no, that was another thing. In Skyrim. Skyrim was the exact same shit.
Although I thought Solitude was big.
Yeah, but Whiterun was not.
No, and it's supposed to feel sprawling.
Yeah, Whiterun is supposed to be
You guys shop at the same fucking thrift store? The fuck's up with this?
A decently sized trade city.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Okay, fine, you're not small. You're not small at all, right? Red Sox since 1901. God bless you and yours. Anyway.
If you were going to be a Sox, would you be a Red Sox? I feel like the Red Sox are the most...
who are my other choices?
I believe there are White Sox and Black Sox. Actually, I don't even think the Black Sox are in anymore.
I feel like there was multiple Sox-ish teams. But now I don't remember any of them. Alright, so we can't get the shit from the mayor. I can just break in with a master fucking class of shit. What is my quest telling me to do? Get the key. Okay. I'm going to have to put it on hold while we get a level. What is this
okay.
HR Giger.
So there are the White Sox.
White Sox, yeah.
The Black Sox is just the name of that scandal because the White Sox got in trouble.
Black Sox are the White Sox.
Yes. Yep.
Really? Because it said black? And they just changed it to white? That doesn't seem right.
No, they were called the White Sox, but they got in trouble for this one scandal where they were fixing the World Series, and they called it the Black Sox scandal because they were bad guys.
Oh my god, that's funny. There are various minor league teams with Red Sox in the name as well. I get it. They all wear funny socks. Baseball players do wear funny outfits. You gotta admit that.
I think there's something just like special. I don't know.
It's very old timey.
We talk about baseball a good amount at my job because we talk about sports in general.
Which you are the sports guy of us. For sure.
Yeah, because I know of sports.
For sure, you know.
I've heard of sports for sure.
You're like, is that the one with the ball? And they're like, you know it, man. Every time.
Now, is that hit ball or carry ball?
And then you're like, do people
There's a
get hit in
difference.
this or no? Anyway, go on.
Because golf is like baseball because it's a hit ball sport. But
T. Marx has been in the same country as a sport.
it's true.
It's true.
Honestly, I've been in the same city as a sport.
I've been to multiple baseball games.
I was gonna say I used to go to I've been to a couple of Iron Pigs games, which are the Phillies AAA team.
Yeah, guys, we're East Coast, Best Coast.
Yeah. And I've also been to, I believe they aren't called this anymore, but there used to be, I think, the AA team, like the minor leagues.
No one is scared by that, but me. That's just a me thing.
That Brahman is doing what he's supposed to do.
Let's chase after him.
They're the Reading Phillies, and I used to go to those games a lot when I was a kid as well.
Did you ever see any of those like TikToks or clips or whatever? There's like the baseball teams that dance around.
I have not seen that.
Okay, so there's like this league of like baseball teams that are like, it almost feels like arena football, where it's like exaggerated for sport, but the idea is that they're trying to like distract hitters. So like their
that's
whole
really
team
funny.
will do like choreographed dances and shit.
Oh, see, the vibe that I kind of got before you explained it was kind of like the Harlem Globetrotters of baseball.
Yeah, I totally see what you're saying. Why'd you guys come here to do this? Okay. That's a bus about to explode. These dudes are all dead. These dudes are all dead for sure. You guys are dead. You got to get away from there.
Oh, hey, you found the Boston Police rationing site.
What are they rationing? Okay. Guys,
He's
you're okay.
fine, surprising.
What just happened is the truck exploded. I did say that.
I'm guessing you're. Oh no, you're not essential. You just got knocked flat on your ass.
Got knocked the fuck out. This
And
thing,
you got flat on your knocked ass.
are you nude? Okay. That's a cool choice.
Nude Tane.
This is not safe for work, Paul.
It's your wife.
Let's just toss a couple of these in the score. So I see that. Ballin'. That was.
What's the best thing about this game? The fact that there's just a grenade button.
It's so huge, dude. There's a sprint button too, which is also new.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
That was a hit.
Oh, not only did I get glass in my eye, I'm also on fire now.
Dude, I'm so ready to throw a Molotov cocktail. Guys, again, my life dream is to one day just throw one. Now, occasionally I live out this fantasy by taking a water bottle that I may be holding and throwing it extremely high in the air and letting it fall in the parking lot at work,
Okay, here are things I think
hoping
about.
it explodes.
Here's the things I think about.
Okay.
All right, imagine your normal 12-ounce soda can, right?
Hold on. Sorry. No, go ahead.
No, I'm very curious about what you have to say.
I was going to read. There's a lot of stuff in the chat.
Okay, all right.
But no, go ahead.
Real quick,
Sorry,
I'll talk
guys,
about
Why
various.
are y'all nude? Everyone?
No, but seriously, nude. All right. No, I think about this all the time. Imagine your normal soda bottle.
Yeah.
Imagine holding it so the palm, so the bottom of the
palm.
can is like on your palm, and you're kind of holding it like this, right?
You're talking about like a 1 liter.
No, like a can of soda.
Can of soda. Okay, sorry.
Can of soda. Yeah. Imagine a can of soda. You're holding the bottom of the can is on your palm, and you're kind of holding it up with your fingers. Then imagine that you had a soda cannon arm, like Mega Man.
Okay.
I do that sometimes.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm way on board with that.
Anyway, what's going on? Chat updates.
Okay, wow, this guy knows too much where we're at. I want to go to an Iron Pigs or Reading game. I got a buddy in Allentown, but our schedules never meet up. So I'm talking about the Savannah Bananas, who tries to be the Harlem Globetrotters baseball. Yes, I am talking about the Savannah Bananas.
That's
Or
really
like the
good.
Chinese Taipei or Korean baseball teams who have their own cheering sections. That's awesome. Not what I'm talking about.
I think it'd be wild to see an East Asian baseball game because I think it'd be fucking awesome.
See what?
See an East Asian baseball game.
Okay, real talk. I know we talk. First of all, I apologize, DSC. I'm not talking shit because you'd like to chat. I love that you like to chat. I just get distracted because you're so interesting. Still would love to get into Japanese wrestling, which I haven't done yet. Any day now. My anticipation is that I plan on living until I'm about like 244. I want to live to like a biblical age, right? Where you're like, that's like what people are like comparing me to Noah and shit. Or like Methuselah. They're like, I don't know, Tom C's lived for 800, 900 years. We've lost count. I really am trying to go for more of a Gandalf kind of lifestyle. You know what I mean?
That's pretty good.
Where like, not only am I probably not going to die, but like when I do die, I'm actually like...
You're just going to come back?
Well, not only, like I go to a different plane where like I spend like an infinite lifetimes becoming like a super supreme being. Here's the thing about Lord of the Rings. I don't know a lot about Lord of the Rings, but Gandalf's really fucking strong.
Yeah.
He's like invincible in that universe.
Well, because he's so Gandalf and the other wizards are basically like, they're kind of like avatars of like the Maiar, which are these like not creator deities, but like
it's creative, man.
They're basically like angels more or less. So
yeah.
they're like mortal incarnations of angels. But it's not. But I was reading an interesting thing. I was talking about how.
Come on, baby.
Spoiler alert: Gandalf dies in the first movie, but then he comes back. But they're talking about how that's like
interesting.
Yeah, that's interesting. They're talking about how that's like kind of a small tragedy because like he does come back, but he forgets like all the humanity that he had learned, like living as Gandalf the Grey, because he comes back as Gandalf the White, right. But like Gandalf the Grey liked pulling tricks on people, and he liked fireworks and smoking pipe and all this stuff, and like Gandalf the White didn't give a shit about that.
That makes sense.
So it's like he lost some of that humanity, and that's like kind of the tragedy.
But didn't he gain a cool sword, or did he always have the sword?
He always had Glamdring.
Okay. Yeah, that is very cool, and something that like I feel like is too subtle for the movie, perhaps. But
well, I don't necessarily think that. I think that's just kind of that person's interpretation of it. I don't think that was like necessarily Tolkien's like thing.
Maybe, but I'm.
Oh, hey, that was convenient.
Oh, this is just the door to this place.
Let's go to a dinner.
This is the cul-de-sac, I guess. Is there something I would want in this cul-de-sac? I'm hurt.
In so much as you would want anything from a cul-de-sac. There's probably a bed you can sleep in.
That's true. I just love that shit, and I just want to become a wizard of, like, real old style wizard that we used to have in like 80s and 70s fiction.
No, that's fucking like tight shit.
Yeah, we're not like these fucking wizards where it's like I'm practicing my fire magic, where it's like I'm a fucking wizard, dude. I'm like Merlin, bro.
I know the magic. No,
like nobody's fucking with Merlin. Nobody's like Merlin. He's a little bitch. They're like, what the fuck is a Merlin? And why can he do this shit? That's what I'm talking about.
No, I talk about this to my wife all the time. That the Lord of the Rings, the trilogy, here, yeah. They're the only ones where no matter what, no matter like how recently I've seen them, blah blah blah, etc. Anytime they're mentioned, I'm just kind of like, might be time for a rewatch of that.
I haven't rewatched it since I initially saw it.
They're so good though.
I feel like good. I am man enough to understand it, and I want to really absorb it now that I'm an adult. I feel like at some point my brain changed from a child to an adult, and it was like a year ago. Anyway,
it's actually probably when you moved out of that mold house,
dude. I moved. Now my work is like a mold work, so I don't know if I'm fully recovered. You spent basically a decade doxing yourself through 10 to 20 minute YouTube videos. Yeah, I think about that a lot too, because I do always think if I was going to run for office, which I really don't plan on doing, but I am very politically minded these days. But in which case, I would let them survive. Listen, my PR company wouldn't let them live. All right, guys, I hate to be like this, but if I'm running for office, the PR company's shutting the channel down for sure. And I'm a bitch. They're just gonna be like, dude, come on, and I'm like, you're right. But
you talked way too much about wizards.
Because people, once they find out that your politician's like wizard curious, they're like, I don't know that this guy's grounded in reality. Which I guess I'm not if I'm talking about how I want to become a wizard.
Well, the one I remember, the Prime Minister of Finland, she's like kind of our age, like a younger woman, I know. And she like went to
what the fuck are you?
She like went to a fucking club one time, and people were like freaking out about it, and people were just answering back to me like, okay, but like she's a person, she has like hobbies and stuff that she likes to do.
Dude. But first of all, you're always suspect if you're a woman doing anything.
No, that's true. That's 100% true.
Because, like, I'm sure there's, like, these people are like, well, she's some kind of slut for going to a club at all. It's like, what do you want?
There was a big scandal because, like, she wore, like, a low-cut top one time.
Yeah, she's allowed to do stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's it for D-Marks.
I gotta go, guys. guys.
See you later.
Remember, Julie, we got cat.
Anyway, it's just me now. You can say all the stuff you wanted to say, guys. I'm getting my ass just kicked here. I'm just going to die 100 times over. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. Politicians are supposed to be dignified. They're supposed to care about arts infrastructure and collecting bribe money. Bro, how am I going to not fucking die here? This is my real question. I can't just teleport. This isn't like fucking Zelda. By the way, guys, tons of Zelda. That's what I've been playing. This jet's going to fucking do it. I'm just going to let drugs solve all of my problems, which is kind of what I'm trying to do in real life. Time to eat shit, losers. This is going to work. Sorry for taking all on this dog. Don't anyone even fucking think about... Okay, they're thinking about it. They're thinking about it, guys. They're thinking about it. Okay. One more drugs. One more drugs. There we go. I'm just going to try to put them all down range here. There we go. That's the power of guns. Okay. One more drugs.
Have you tried using a stim pack?
I've used tons of drugs. We're doing fine. I have a lot of jet. I have 4 jet.
That's a great song.
What is a lot of jet?
Jet. By the Wings.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the band Jet.
Jet. Woo, woo.
Is that really how it goes?
Yeah, literally how it goes.
I heard a thing one time that the Wings are Paul McCartney without John Lennon telling him to shut the fuck up. That's kind of true. He just makes songs about every little thing, and they're all too happy.
The Wings certainly had a very upbeat.
You know what? What's wrong with that?
Except they made.
Is this distracting for anybody?
What was I about to say? I should have turned the microphone off. I already did not. It's already too late.
This is one of the few times where it doesn't turn itself off.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, there's never like a fucking slightly depressing, you know.
That was a great throw, guys. Fucking stoked on that.
Cerebral Wings. And admittedly, I only know the hits. I only know the radio songs from the Wings. They did do "Live and Let Die," which absolutely fucking slaps. It's a great song.
Now, do you believe their version is better? Or the
Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, which one's better?
I'm gonna say the Wings version.
You just respect the original. It's hard to ever say Axl Rose did anything better than Paul McCartney.
That was the one that was in the movie.
Was the movie?
Guys, it was the one that was in the movie.
What movie was it in?
Live and Let Die.
Is that true? Was it It was made for like a movie? I'm not being... This is no joke, I swear to God.
It's a Bond theme.
That's a Bond theme?
Yeah, it was Roger Moore's first movie, Live and Let Die.
I never knew that. I thought it just happened to have the same name.
No. It was a huge... It was like one of the... It was probably... I think that was the first...
I'll do more drugs, I don't care.
I think that was the first Bond theme that really like made it onto like...
Cocking my ass.
The charts.
This is so disappointing. Take it. Sorry, I'm really shooting people. I had bacon? Do I like bacon?
Yeah.
I'm really excited you asked that question when you did.
Because it sounded like because when you said take it, it sounded like you said bacon.
Now, weirdly, I stole that from Brent. I don't know why. I think he had a friend who used to say that while they were playing Halo.
Oh my God, that's right. That totally is something Brent used to say. Holy shit.
I think a kid he knew named Kurt would say it while they were playing. I'm sorry. What do we call this man?
What?
It's a little different.
What?
It's a little different, huh? It's a little fun for us all.
What gun is this?
This would be called the automatic service rifle.
I feel like it's a mod gun.
I'm confident it's a mod. Oh, that was fucking nice. Watch this shit.
That's neat.
You love seeing that shit. Because I only have a couple of mods, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, let me keep reading. Let me read some comments here.
All right.
Shit.
Fudge.
They got I-95 up and running in 12 days. Yeah, that's crazy. This is the end of Tom C. the Jet Junkie. No, it's not the end. I'm listening to the GNR version, and I'm not happy. That's true. Best Guns N' Roses song. What is it?
My favorite Guns N' Roses song. I don't know if it's the best.
I'm going to now say that best means your favorite. No, I'm not going to do that to you. Let me rephrase the question. Your favorite Guns N' Roses song?
My favorite Guns N' Roses song is probably You Could Be Mine.
Great song. Now, here's what I want to talk about with this thing I just said.
Okay.
It is stupid that I oftentimes make that distinction between what's the best and what's your favorite. Like, we have to acknowledge a technical, like, supremacy of a song. We really don't have to do that.
Okay, but I think that's important because, like, I
do it all the time, but I don't know if it's right.
I don't know. I think it's important because I don't know. I for some reason feel like the distinction is important.
Well, here's why I think it's not. Here's the thing. I know that I feel that way too, but I think it's because I'm trying to prove that, like, I have taste. But I don't think you have to do that. I don't think you have to be like, I acknowledge this song's better. Like, I don't feel like you have to go, like, my favorite Led Zeppelin song isn't Stairway to Heaven, though you would think it would be that because everyone knows it's the best. By the way, it's not the best.
I don't think it's the best.
I don't think it's the best Led Zeppelin song.
I don't even think it's the best song on that album.
Which album is that? 4?
Yeah.
Okay. Was When the Levee Breaks on there?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a tough one. I don't like. I rarely.
Okay, let's see if I can remember all 8 songs on that album. Here we go. Black Dog, of course, starts. Then you go Rock and Roll. Then you go Battle of Evermore. Then you go Stairway to Heaven. Then you go Four Sticks. Then you go Misty Mountain Hop. Then you go Going to California. Then you go When the Levee Breaks. Okay.
They're all good songs.
No,
all great songs.
Fantastic album.
Fantastic. I mean, you rarely find. I do want to go to the subject of albums that every single song is good. We need to get to the bottom of this topic. Name your favorite Bush song. I want to see if anyone even knows more than 2 Bush songs. Mine is Little Things That Kill. I don't know what the song's called. It's not Glycerin or fucking not Motorhead. Machine Head. See, I know 3 songs. Eat shit, dude.
There's a version of...
This gun fucking rips, dude.
There's a version of Glycerin that I really like where the lead singer, who I think at the
Gavin
time...
Rossdale.
was married to Gwen Stefani, and they sing it together. I really like that live version.
What do you feel about the brief time in Sheryl Crow's history where she was dating Eric Clapton?
Well, I think that was her favorite mistake.
All right. You get a promotion.
Thank you. Honestly, I'm fucking on it tonight.
Dude, you definitely were studying the last week. We take a week off so you can go to remedial comedy class, and it's paying off.
Well, like I said, I practice all my stand-up with my son.
He gives up the gigs like no one's business.
Yeah.
He's giving you so much confidence. I'm just going to try to I'm out of ammo for this. Fuck my cream. All right, let's figure this out. This missile launcher could have a fucking missile in it and do us some favors, huh? Where you at? Right.
Honestly, it's been a while since I count. I've missed things like fuck my cream.
Listen, I understand I have a very interesting... I'm going to die right here, and I don't want to. I have a very interesting way of using the language. I hated that Eric Clapton is mine. Yeah, Eric Clapton sucks, bro. It's such a shame. I wish he didn't suck, but he just sucks.
Yeah, he seems like he's very full of himself.
He's like...
I think he's like... I'm slow hands. I'm good.
Remember Layla?
I'm gonna write this. I was in Cream.
I was in Cream. Don't give any credit to Ginger Baker. Just me.
Crossroads.
Remember that? They call me Mr. Blues. It's like fuck off. But no, he's a real dick. But
I did guitar on my guitar gently weeps, so that's cool.
Yeah, he was in that one fucking. Wait, did he do the real version of that song? No.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, he did the solo for that.
No, he didn't do the solo for that.
I'm pretty sure he did the solo for that.
No, I think he just did I don't know enough about that.
I think
that would make me very disappointed, to be honest.
That's the knowledge that I've always understood.
You know way more about the Beatles than I do. But that would be disappointing to me to find out that wasn't like a George Harrison solo. Although I don't think he's known for like a lot of guitar solos. That's an interesting outfit. I'm well dressed for a Raider. I really should have bought more ammo. I'm trying to go to Good Neighbor is literally what I'm doing. I know I have the quest on to find the Freedom Trail, but I'm really not trying to do that. Okay. Now, back to Led Zeppelin.
Okay, he overdubbed lead guitar.
What does that mean? So it is him, but they just sent him the song and was like, do a solo.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's what happened.
Who do you think is a better guitar player, Eric Clapton or Lenny Kravitz? Okay.
I'm gonna say that was George Harrison wrote that song.
Yeah, dude, that's a George Harrison song. I somehow knew that. I'm gonna try and teleport out of here.
Well, I mean, I don't know. When you think of most Beatles songs, you think of either Lennon or McCartney. So.
Is there a store somewhere up here that I can fucking buy ammo at? Is it only fucking Good Neighbor and Diamond Hill? Duncan Hill's Coffee.
Yeah, I think you have to build the settlements.
God damn it! Am I being attacked? Is that what you're saying?
Am I being attacked, sir?
Am I being detained? Anyway, what is the technically best Led Zeppelin? What do you think is the best Led Zeppelin song? And what do you think is your favorite Led Zeppelin song?
All right, my favorite Led Zeppelin song is Achilles' Last Stand.
Great, one of the best. Probably either my first or second favorite. Go ahead.
I might say
it's like best is so hard here.
okay. Here's what might be an unpopular choice for best. I think some people are gonna get their punties in a bunch, but that's too bad. Mm-hmm. I think the best Led Zeppelin song might be Kashmir.
Interesting. Now, why do you come to that conclusion?
I feel like Kashmir does such a good job, like painting a painting a visionscape.
I love that you're going there.
It does such a good. I feel like it has a voice that's so different than any other. Because, like, don't get me wrong, "Stairway to Heaven's" a great song.
Okay, I'm dead.
But it does incorporate a lot of, Zeppelin's normal, like, fantastical element stuff. They're either singing about losing a woman or they're singing about the mysteries of Stonehenge. There is no in between for Led Zeppelin. We all know this.
100% true.
But Kashmir, I feel like, is really even outside that, like, kind of establishment. I feel like they take a lot of... I feel like Kashmir is a song where they take a lot of chances.
They have a few songs that are very transportative, I feel. And I do respect that with the Kashmir here. I think Kashmir is a very next level song. I agree with that. I love where you're coming from that. Because I do feel like they sometimes borrow a lot.
Yeah.
But they don't always execute in a way where you're like, this is amazing. Sometimes you feel like this is a little bit of an imitation. Not often, but sometimes. But that song, I don't feel that way at all. Because I feel that way about specifically when they're really ripping off blues songs.
Yeah.
Because they did a lot of that where they just straight up stole it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Robert Plant apparently said that song defined the band. I respect that. And I think that's a great choice. If I were to try to think of it, see, my favorite is between In My Time of Dying, which I fucking love, and Achilles' Last Stand. Those are my two favorites that I go to the most.
I do fucking love In the Evening a lot.
I love In the Evening.
In the Evening.
That's one of the greatest riffs of all time. In addition, I really, really like Dancing Days, which is a weird song. One of the ugliest, strangest riffs ever, and it's so bizarre and it's so good. Like, when you listen, so there's a lot of shit talking about Led Zeppelin because they stole a lot.
Yeah.
But, I get it, everyone's stolen, that's not enough to defend it. But I'm trying to figure it.
Also, I can't...
fucking Inn somewhere? The Dugout Inn, yeah. Or this guy. Hi, what's up? I'm really hurt bad.
Hi, it's me. I'm Dr.
Soon.
Guy. There's also, don't forget the guy here who smells melee weapons, who is dressed like a baseball player, so that's fun.
That's fun.
What was I gonna say?
Well, you're full of
We're
bullets.
talking about Led Zeppelin.
I'm extremely injured. Yeah, Operate. Yeah, it's like fucking Far Cry. We just pulled bullets out. But what was the best Led Zeppelin song? Is what we were talking about Led Zeppelin still. Yeah, because when they borrow heavily from blues, sometimes it can feel a little bit like they're just singing someone else's song. But like Kashmir, I don't feel that way. I will cure my radiation too.
No, I also love. John Paul Jones doesn't get a lot of recognition for that band.
Is that the drummer?
Yeah, he's a bassist. John Bonham was the drummer.
Sorry. I am immediately about to not give any credit to the bassist. But why do you feel like there's like a certain bass song that really fucking rocks it? He's obviously great. I feel that way.
What's the one bass song I always love? Is it Over the Hills and Far Away?
Bass song. Is that the one that goes diddly doo diddly doo diddly diddle doo?
Maybe, but also he does. But also he's like extremely versatile. No, that's a different song.
That's not Over the Hills and Far Away?
No.
I think I'm right. I think I'm right about that one, boy.
No, fuck, what is that song? I can't think of what it is now. Oh my god, I'm having such a fucking brain fart.
I think I'm 100% right. Guys at home.
That's not Over the Hills.
Is that Over the Hills and Far Away? Here's how it starts. Diddly doo diddly doo. Diddly doo doo doo. Doo 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 doo. Doo 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 doo. Look at this syringer rifle. I ain't too familiar with that. It's such a weird riff. I listen to a lot of Led Zeppelin. I feel like I'm right about I'm gonna find it's like some dumbass. It's like Braun your stomp just to piss me off. How is that not the exact riff I just sang?
No, okay, then I'm thinking of a different song. No, you're right. That is that song. What song am I thinking of?
Can you sing it? No, I just did a perfect rendition, 100%.
He did. I'm trying to think of what this fucking
the drummer from Nirvana. Them Crooked Vultures. I like Them Crooked Vultures. We both like Them Crooked Vultures. It was fucking not the drummer from Nirvana. Oh, you don't know the fucking name of Dave Grohl? That's a great song. I'm gonna try to remember. That's the song Remains the Same.
Yeah, good pull.
Fuck yeah, dude. That song is good, but it like changes it halfway through. We're gonna get fucking copyright struck.
Boom, ba-da,
That song rocks too. I also really like Friends. I also really like We're Gonna Groove.
My wife loves Thank You. That's her.
Man, what great taste. That's great fucking. That's a good pull. That's a good pull for sure. Someone did a cover of Thank You that's like extremely good, and I forget who it was.
Chris Cornell did. It's a good one.
Sir. That's what I was thinking. You can have this wine doctor. You can
I am the wine doctor.
I have both of my wedding rings. I'm not sure why I'm keeping those on. Trying to get some, slippery on my hang down here out in the fucking streets, bro.
I'm the wine doctor.
He's like, why are you something? What? I've heard of John Paul. Joe's the old guy, and Josh Homme is the other guy. Okay, gotcha on that. I'm sorry. I'm only quickly reading over here. Them Crooked Vultures are great.
I'm doing my best.
You're really gonna. I know I have $270, but just give me all the stim packs, dude. Fine, whatever.
Hey, just give me a stim pack.
I'll take. Sorry, I will take one. Thanks, ass. That's that one right there. You guessed it. Is fucking Trampled Underfoot.
Yeah, it's really probably making.
Great song. If you could sing it, I would get it. I listen to a lot of Led Zeppelin, dude. I have a great playlist called Really Good Led Zeppelin Songs. And you know what?
I mean, honestly.
Guys at home, I know I've never done this for you before, but I would be willing to share my Spotify playlist, and I will say that everyone would love it. Everyone would be so stoked on that shit. I'm a real jack off when it comes to fucking music, bro. It was a really good album. They should have made more. One of those things where it's like a one album band, like Probot, that kind of shit.
I thought they came out with another one.
They sure didn't. Like Killer Be Killed, who I think did make another album. But anyway, but what I realized is listening to Achilles' Last Stand, and guys at home, I want you to do it right now. Actually, also In My Time of Dying is also true. Listen to the fucking drumming in both of those songs, because if you listen to that shit closely, it feels like the drummer is always like one half step behind on everything. Like he's hesitating or doesn't know what's coming next. I can't explain it to you. It's like the most I've ever heard it. He's obviously a great drummer, but like the drumming becomes like weirdly unpredictable sounding. Because it's not like a fucking atomic clock, right? It's like he's always like a little too late to the note.
Oh, I know.
It's so cool. Yeah, it's like it's just like he's really playing it, and like
Bottom was a crazy.
There's some kind of like haste to it that is really unusual, especially in like metal and like concept shit, because it feels like they're always so like exactly on. Obviously, it's not a metal band, but I'm like, it's rare to hear like great hard fast drumming that's done in a way that's like not inhuman,
like syncopated in a way. Yeah,
yeah, like there's some guy doing it. You can hear that there's a guy doing it. Because that's true of like guitar in Led Zeppelin too. Because people used to always be like, "Oh yeah, Jimmy Page is the best guitarist." Yeah, he's good, but he's really sloppy on all the albums, dude. He's like super sloppy. Like there's buzzing, there's like missed notes, like and I'm gonna leave you or babe, I'm gonna leave you, whatever. Like the first like bar has like him buzzing a note and fucking it up, and they kept it in, and it fucking is awesome. They should always do that. I just hate produced music, man.
No, listen, that's one of the listen. Say what you will. I mean, I think, as far as I know, Doobie Brothers are a great band.
The Dooberts.
If you listen to Taken to the Streets, great song. There's a part at the end where Michael McDonald's voice cracks like really
Love it, dude.
bad. Yeah,
Keep
it's
it
fucking
the fuck
great.
in.
It's fucking great.
I'm gonna listen. This is a shout out to Dan Avidan of Ninja Sex Party. I want to talk to him directly. Everyone else, turn your mics down, okay? I mean headphones. Don't even listen. Dan, listen. I like your music a lot, but
It's polished.
Too polished, dude. We want to hear. Wait, I thought the headphones were down. Okay, I want to hear.
See, now you're practicing on my baby.
No, I'm practicing on your baby. What I'm saying is, rock music It's about those little rawnesses, my man. I don't want to hear you fucking trying to have the cleanest vocals, bro. That's not the spirit. It's not the spirit, dude. It's not like, if you don't hit the E, we're not going to believe it's a rock song. It's like, no, dude. How do you not figure that out yet? So they made this album. It was a Shadow Academy album, right? It's like a serious, like, more dramatic album. And the single from it is called White Whale, and it's a pretty good song, but he just won't, like, let his voice go out a little bit. Like, he doesn't take any risks at all. He, like, keeps it completely, like, in the pocket as if his job is just to play notes with his voice.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's not what you're doing out here, bro. That's not what you're doing. That album came out 14 years ago. Them Crooked Vultures? Listen, bro, we don't have to talk about that. That's not right to do. That wasn't right to do at all. You know that was wrong.
Time doesn't exist, man. We don't have to worry about it.
So, I'm going to actually have to ban you from the chat for fucking reminding us of mortality. I know you guys out there are like, Memento Mori. Well, I don't want to think about it at all. Ever. I don't want to know about my fucking slow descent into madness. Again, I have 2 paths that I see happening. Actually, 3. Let me tell you about my life plans. Okay. 1, I become a wizard like Gandalf. It's still possible.
Tom, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
It's not 5. This is going to be over millennia. I hate to say it. So, 1, I turn into an immortal wizard. That's my 1 plan.
Okay.
My 2nd plan is to achieve enlightenment and just disappear from everyone's collective memories and be undone from the universe as it is. That's still one of the plans. In which case, you won't miss me, and that's okay. And I don't take any... You won't even remember I existed, so it'll be fine. Are these mannequins? Plan 3, go into hiding as a hermit and reduce my energy use so much that I maintain longevity while, like, kind of being in, like, a meditative sleep state. But just, like, photosynthesis, like, kind of like the end, but in a more meditative way. And those are my 3 life plans, okay? Any...
Honestly, I appreciate it.
I feel like everyone's talking about jobs and money and, like, retiring, but that's not... Why do you think we're put on this earth to just simply produce and then die? I'm on this earth to pursue magic. Like, what do you mean? Why can't I be... Shit! Why can't my life goal be to connect the elements in a way that appears to you that I can control them? Why isn't that a real life goal? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get it.
What's the point of leaving the planet without doing 1 Kamehameha? I was fucking talking to this kid at work, and he was like, yeah, as a kid, I used to try to go Super Saiyan. I'm like, it's not impossible.
You can still do it.
Why don't you believe anymore? I'm like, Goku didn't know about that fucking shit, and then guess what? It just happened. Maybe you just got to kill Krillin.
I'm trying to figure out
Hi, that's not what you do. Who else wants to fuck
you're going to get a sweet axe here, though.
Yeah, I'm down for that. Let's chat.
I need to figure out a good one, but I think I think for our 1-day excursion to Otacon, I'm probably going to do Master Roshi, so I have to find a bald cap because I don't feel like shaving this time.
You could try to do something different.
Yeah, but I already have the stuff for Master Roshi. That's the reason. I already have all the stuff for it.
Couldn't you go as like that one Master Roshi in GT that had hair? Did that ever happen? Am I making that up? Is that a dream?
You're making that up.
I feel like
I could go as Tom Sheldon, the sloth demon that everyone loves.
I am the sloth demon.
Everyone loves.
Eat shit. That's true. You could go as Plop. I feel as though just hit.
Honestly, these double barrels are really are good.
Yeah, honestly, double barrel shotguns are cool in general. If there's anything closer to a fucking straight up cannon than a double barrel shotgun, I don't know what it is.
No, I had a publication.
Oh, thank you for that 10 mil.
I saw a publication that referred to shotguns in general as the crocodiles of firearms.
Absolutely,
in that
I get it.
they've lived this long without evolving.
They don't need to. They're perfect.
Yeah.
Fucking, I mean, they've evolved in like the way you load them, I guess. Because like, I'm limited to Bob from Tekken or the kid that ate the blueberry gum from Willy Wonka. Don't be like that, bro. Listen, Bob from Tekken is great. I could think of some other great, extremely round characters if that's what you want. I would like to advise you do a Mr. Popo. That would be fun. He's not super round, but it would be a very fun costume. Well, then you're basically doing blackface. Okay, take that one back. What else you got? Round. I'm not talking any shit. There are fun characters who are round. There's got to be someone in One Piece who's fucking round, bro. Get real. One Piece is all weird, shapely characters. You know what I mean?
I think at one point Monkey gets round.
Yeah, it goes round, fucking Monkey to Luffy. That's why I fucking swore off of that show. I couldn't read anything about a fucking monkey. I hate that shit. I hate that name. I know One Piece is great, and you guys are like, well, I'm gonna read One Piece. It's the biggest show in the history of the world. I don't care for this at all. Did I get any more?
I remember reading one. Okay. I don't like being that guy.
Dude.
But I will, because I stand by it, and it's true.
I was the world's first fan.
No! Back in the fucking day, I subscribed to Shonen Jump when it was being published in America. Speaking of kick-ass magazines,
I bet you those could get some money if you saw them.
Fucking, that was the first time that Naruto and One Piece was published in America. So
you were the first person talking about Naruto for sure.
I was fucking like on the fucking ground floor of that shit.
Naruto, as you fuckers want to call it. Can you eat my ass?
Like I was in the fucking basement because I stopped liking it after they got super popular.
Dude, because you're just like me. Anything popular sucks. But
no, not that. But just like I don't remember what. But I never read Naruto past the.
Zabuza's the only fucking.
I was gonna say the earliest like fucking first real arc.
And that's honestly I'm okay with that because that fucking Zabuza shit was so rad. You're like Kakashi rocks. And that's the only message you need to receive from Naruto. You don't need to find out about fucking Sasuke's dumb brother who's got shit going, sad or whatever. You only need to know about fucking Kakashi fucking around, does his cool eye thing, he likes to read porno, everyone's happy.
Okay, fucking Weaves in the chat.
In the chat.
What was the deal? How did Kakashi get the Sharingan? Because that was like Sasuke's family's like
the
secret.
Cosplays a basketball with a friend who cosplays a 12-story tall mecha LeBron James. Very funny. Love that shit. D-Mark was there when they broke the ground in the site. Yeah, it's totally true.
Yeah, I had the scissors at the ribbon cutting ceremony.
The scissors. Listen, it is weird that we talked about magazines, and also Shonen Jump was a magazine, basically. And now that isn't really around that I know of. But your boy's not exactly perusing the magazine section.
I can't imagine Shonen Jump is still a thing in America. It probably is in Japan, but
for sure, like they love that kind of shit. We see them at like Mitsuo and shit. I feel like I'm really paying the swear jar today, dude. I don't know. I didn't stream for fucking 2 weeks, and I got to swear every goddamn word.
Then you got to pay the fucking swear jar.
There's a Mr. Show bit where they have a fucking swear jar for the apocalypse, for the end of the world. And they have to raise enough money to not have a madman use a doomsday weapon to end the earth. They do a doomsday telethon every year, where the same evil genius has a laser pointed at the earth.
Yeah.
And so Mr. Show is doing it through a swear jar, and they're like, "We're trying to make a difference." And then David goes, "Make a fucking difference," and then puts money in the thing. It's something really like that. It's really funny in the moment. Anyway, that show's still great. How about fucking Jay Johnston being arrested for Jan 6, guys? I'm sure nobody knows about that. Very weird to see that. You think about it. Anyway.
No, people have.
If you're a Bob's Burgers fan, you may know him as Jimmy Pesto.
People have posted reposted one post someone made where they were like, we're trying to find the FBI was looking for information on this video, and they were like, that looks like a guy from Mr. Show, weirdly enough.
My sister saw that picture when that was happening and said, that looks like Jay Johnson. And she was fucking right. we were like, why would like a Mr. Show guy be like that? But he fucking is. Like, apparently during the pandemic got really into fucking like right-wing bullshit. It's like, too bad. People need more friends. That's all. Automatic Server Rifle Plus. What would you describe as a plus?
The plus is for...
Apparently it's always plus. There's no difference between the two rifles. But I do have 11 bullets for it. Thank you for that. Okay, I'm really trying to go to Good Neighbor, and I've been doing nothing even close to that. But this is Hubris Comics.
I was going to say, you should at least get the ass while you're here.
Get the ass. Reading about a man that was... Okay, hi. Oh, my God! Okay.
That was from way downtown.
That was from way downtown. I look like a military man. Random brain thing, but I was looking into submarine catastrophes because of recent events, and those are the things of nightmares. Reading about the man that was sucked through a 60... Yeah, okay, so you're talking about specifically the dolphin something incident. That's like the comparison point. It's like dolphin Bullwin incident. It's like specifically the thing that everyone's like talking about now because it's like the only like relatable example of like explosive decompression. So that was actually the opposite of what this was. So, or what Titan was, because the Titan was crushed, whereas the other one was like a diving bell where all the air was sent out. So like some of the dudes on that died from like their lungs collapsing and shit, but still like, and all their blood like turned to like boiled immediately. But it's the opposite. So instead of, they went from 9 atmospheres to 1 too fast.
Oh.
Whereas the Titan went from 1 atmosphere to over 4,000.
A billion.
Over 4,000 atmospheres. So instantly the temperature was raised to 3,782 degrees, which is almost the temperature of the sun. And also they were crushed instantly. So like imagine that.
That's how pistol shrimp kill things.
Sort of.
No.
They do it with the heat. They don't do it with the crushing.
No, they create cavitation bubbles and fucking pressure like fucking...
Is it a pressure thing?
It's part of it, but yeah. They literally...
Well, that's it for me.
They literally smack shit so fast that it separates water. It creates a fucking...
Like a vacuum?
Yeah.
That's sick. I didn't know
It
that.
creates a bubble temporarily because it's forcing all of the water out of the area of the impact area, and then all of that water comes back in and fucking like crushes.
Yeah, didn't know that. It's fucking sick.
Yeah.
Nature, you scary.
Yeah, they create fucking cavitation bubbles.
I really need this guy to die. Yeah, that's fucking awesome. But like, think about that. Think about how like you crushing a can, right? So there was a can, and then where there was an empty part of the can, there's now can, and the air is now outside. That's exactly what happened, but with 100 billion pounds of water, and the time was 0.2 seconds. And the things that were inside were people. So they weren't, and they were also cooked immediately with that temperature. So people are like, why don't they recover the bodies? There's like literally not even dust of these people. They were like atomized. Just imagine if you were atomized. It's like Dr. Manhattan shit, bro. Sorry. Reading, blah, 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 stuck through a curse. Yeah, no, that one part, blah, blah, blah. The scorpion stuff. I don't know all that one. The curse was the other one. The curse was messed up in different ways because Russia straight refused to help those. Yeah. Listen, Russia doesn't really care about people that much. It's not really their thing.
They really don't.
They just simply don't have the money for most rescue missions, it seems. And also, they just have a lower quality of like importance for life, I guess. Excuse me? What the fuck was that? Is someone afire? Anyway, just listen, guys. Science has come too far. Just don't fuck around under the ocean or in space. It's that easy. You weren't meant to go to... I'm not saying you specifically weren't meant to go to space. I'm just saying, I thought I killed you already. There you go. That's going to hurt. There's too many of you people. There's too many of you people.
What do you mean, you people?
I'm sorry, I mean ghouls. Don't even come in, dude. Don't even come in. Right.
If it was Halloween, we could say ladies, and we could say boys and ghouls.
I was just getting weighed down by all the bullets. Fuck mass, fuck mass, fuck mass, fuck mass. Just fucking stop.
I hate when that happens.
You guys are embarrassing yourselves.
A lot of coughs in here. It's probably because it's so dusty.
They come to snuff the rooster, but he ain't gonna die, all right? That's what I'm talking about. Are you gonna explode? That would be very uncool.
Yeah, would you like to extract some of my irradiated blood?
I can see some use for that. Fucking Sturgeon's like, I need irradiated blood to build a fucking light bulb.
Check it out, man. I got a mullet and I got some bubble gum and I'm gonna fix it.
I don't know, maybe we'll fucking use it for a light post and I'll give it to...
Where's the axe?
It's gotta be here. Just kidding. Did I already collect it?
I think it's on like a pedestal.
It's on the axe pedestal. It wasn't with the costume. Are you sure you're not thinking of the costume?
You definitely should get that Silver Stride costume. I'm pretty sure I really thought the axe was here too.
I don't find this. Handcuffs. Now, would you ever purposely handcuff yourself to a tree? Okay.
That's my answer.
There's your answer. If you had to handcuff yourself to one thing, what would it be?
The air.
Dude, great. That was my exact one too. Are these usable items? Hell yeah. Selected by the register on the ground floor.
I know it's here.
Coming right back down, boy.
Boy.
But like I'm saying, guys, if you want to go to space, fine. But why don't you join NASA? If you want to go to the bottom of the ocean, you got to join the fucking Navy, bro. I'm just saying. You need training for this shit. There's no technology that overcomes at least a little bit of understanding of what you're actually doing. It is not meant for tourism at the bottom of the ocean. That is my official... That's like my Jerry Springer-esque last word on that.
Yeah, I think danger tourism is mostly bad, and you shouldn't.
Did you hear about that kid who makes YouTube videos about how he visits dangerous places? Was captured and killed by the Taliban after he decided to just go visit.
Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah. Why do these people think they're fucking invincible? It's just so irritating. I'm obviously it's. Is it a tragedy to go to where you're gonna fucking die and then die? Like, it's just stupid. I feel bad that people have no understanding of the real world. Not that I'm Mr. fucking understands the world, but I think I have at least that. Listen, I know I sit here and jerk off because I don't fucking like. I'm not doing anything risky at all. It's not like I'm fucking. You know what I mean? It's not like I was in any danger of being killed by the Taliban.
Yeah.
But it's like that one at least. Even if I was like a risky man, I feel like I would skip it because it seems fucking stupid. And like. Listen, I love the Sun's channel. Again, it's all getting taken down when I run for office. But I would not be out here fucking... You don't think I'm risking my life for the Sun's channel. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be like... In this week's episode, we play Fallout inside Fukushima. It's like, no. What fucking location are you giving me? Park Street Station? What the fuck? Freedom Trail. Why don't you freedom these nuts? We're following Freedom Trail because it leads to Good Neighbor. That was the idea. Guys, this has been like 4 hours of me trying to find Good Neighbor as the only quest, and not even performing the quest.
You're so close.
I'm really close.
I think you're walking actively past it. I think it's to your right, because I think that's to your... Nope.
Excuse me. Tom C. runs on the Stuff Everyone Likes platform. It's a surefire path to victory. I think it's true.
I think it's the houses to your right. Yeah, I think it's straight... I think it's combat zone.
That guy wants to shoot me.
That's not good neighbor.
It's near that though. This guy will help me.
Hey buddy, I'm looking for good.
Oh fuck. That gun has no bullets in it. I'm just gonna see myself out of here.
I feel like it's
Are you
close.
friendly? He's not friendly.
He said he wants to rock. He wants to join a band with you.
Okay, thank God. No one has ever asked me in that manner to be in a band with me.
Nobody's ever pointed a gun at you and said, "Let's rock."
Let's rock. I'm like, okay. I would probably say yeah, except for the gun part.
If you don't shoot me, I'll rock.
The gun part's very discouraging.
Honestly, I don't rock well when I'm scared.
No, I've never rocked well when scared.
When I'm too spookified. I'm not. Fuck, what's that guy's name? I'm not Paul Gilbert. I can't rock when I'm scarified.
Dude, nice poll, dude.
I can't rock when I'm scarified.
I just realized the main difference between us as people is that I'm literally always thinking about Paul Gilbert. And you have forgotten him for even a moment. That's
honestly, I did forget him for
an instant, for sure, which is way longer than I've ever forgotten about him.
That's true.
Because once I heard him play
Who's
Tornado
this guy?
Souls... All right, what's up?
Hey, it's me. I'm Slim.
Just a local drug dealer? Well, actually, my psycho just wore off. Are you some kind of comedy character?
I'm the most southern Massachusettsan that y'all have never met.
I like buff tats. I was just reading a thing that apparently there's something like buff, like psycho buff in this.
Yeah.
But it should have just been called psych out.
Mm.
They didn't call it that. I was just reading a thing on Reddit about that.
I was reading how it should have been called this.
Someone had made a joke about it. You can have the fucking vodka, dude. I understand my barter's too low for you to fucking even care about me. I really need ammo. I just want $6 from you and nothing else. But I will take a perk real quick. Anyway, I'm not really running for office. But it would be cool if you guys voted for me anyway. Can write me in, boy. I will take this. I can't. Why can't I?
Because you don't have intel.
Level 13.
Oh, level 13.
Okay, great. Sorry, I'm an idiot. I'm what they call a stupid. Action Boy tempting. I really am thinking the other lockpick perk. Because you guys are really trying to get me to unlock some shit. Now, I would have said that was agility. But it's not. It's not agility, apparently. Apparently, lockout is... yeah. I'm not level 18 anyway, so... zip-de-zap! We all love to see my luck there. It's all great. Can't take.
I like the one where he's in a pool. That looks very relaxing.
What do you suppose he's doing in that pool?
Well, he's an aqua boy.
They really made this a huge picture for what is a perk probably no one is seeing. Maybe someone takes it. You people like to role play as a man that likes to swim. I actually kind of need that. Thank you.
Pew.
I'm doing very poorly with my fucking. There's got to be a fucking good neighbor on this map. I would assume it is north.
Okay, if you go to where the church is...
Didn't hit her. Didn't like her.
I think it's a... Yeah, I think you're in the opposite way.
I'm sure. Yeah, I think it's like here-ish. It's like north from here.
I think you want to be towards... Go back to the pond.
All right, let me put you
They go to the pond.
Oh my god, I'm starting to
Could you go to the pond?
The robo titties. Look at this shit. Let's zoom in.
Oh my god.
That's what every girl looks like when they take off their clothes.
It's true.
It's true.
I look at my wife and I say, honey, you got some good tubes there.
If you follow the freedom trail, it takes you right to... I know it does, but I'm too stupid to follow a trail.
That's what I was going to say, but I didn't know.
That's literally what I've been trying to do. It's why it's my active quest. But I'm too stupid. Anyway, I would not like to meet a robot in real life.
What if he was a very polite robot?
What's your opinion on AIs at this point?
Well, I think that I think that'll be good when they do all the creative jobs.
Dude, I have a fart that refuses to leave my credits.
Because
You ever have that problem?
Yeah, yes, I have had that problem.
Sorry about that. It's just it's my real reality, remember?
I think that
The freedom
I don't think we need artists. I think we just need AI that will somehow know what art is. I'm not sure how they'll figure it out, but I don't think we'll need humans for it. I think it's good.
It has to be better because the robot's doing it.
Yeah, inherently.
Here's the thing about that. Okay, I'm interested in that. I can't believe that's not a location. Just okay.
I feel like we're okay. So this is you're definitely getting there.
I think it's straight east, but I don't think that's really the path here.
Okay, because we definitely were in here before.
Yeah, I don't think I went in.
I mean, now you're kind of heading towards Bunker Hill.
I'm not getting them on that shit. I really think it's like down here. Gun shop.
I don't know if I would call it a shop. It's more like a... Honestly, I bet pre-war this guy had it pretty good. He's like, I'm working on science, and I'm making fucking Walter White chemicals in my garage in the middle of Boston.
Yeah, it's
I'm having the time of my life.
We talked about it before, but I still feel like, because you were like, why does everyone have these? I feel like these are engine holders.
Engine holders.
Yeah, just a...
We call them engine holders.
You know,
they hold the engine holders.
This is Swan Lake.
Okay. I think it's... There's the Massachusetts.
To say that.
There's the Massachusetts space house.
I like AI. He's a really good basketball player. Listen, friend. I did like Allen Iverson a lot.
Do people still? I was about to say. Do people still care? Is Albert Einstein a name that somebody would recognize?
Yes, because of the Post Malone song "White Iverson." White Iverson.
Why wouldn't you just say Wyverson?
Because he's trying to point out that he's cool. But also somehow,
here's my counter. I don't think Post Malone is cool.
I think that's cool about him because he plays Magic the Gathering and shit. Did you ever see those things?
Yeah,
I've great shooting. What are the chances? Dude, okay, real talk. I would like to get one. Okay, so you know that the newest Magic set is Lord of the Rings.
Oh, I was going to talk about this, but yeah, go on.
Dude, so the one ring, like the foil one, is like $250,000 if you get it. So like, I just want to like get a fucking pack and gamble.
Oh yeah, no, because they made one card.
It's awesome.
That's this particular. Like obviously they printed other ones so that other people could have it in their deck, but they made one card of this of this like one ring.
Here's your freedom trail.
Okay.
Here's your heated seats, my friend.
Yeah, this should get you. This should get you where you want to go.
Yeah.
No. First of all, I was going to talk about how people were upset because they made a few of the characters black. Because of course, they got upset about that.
Yeah, I didn't know they did that. Why don't
Yeah.
they look exactly like the movie? I want to look like the movie.
Yeah, they made Aragorn black, and they made.
Who cares?
Yeah, it's like whatever. But no, one of my favorite things, fucking Wizards art. This is where
It's great shooting.
somebody's buried here. Oh, you can get the sword here, I think.
Oh, I love to see that. That was a pornographic
Oh, I
shot.
think we're getting
Oh,
close,
shit, I
maybe.
forgot I was following everything. Okay,
I mean, you're still going the right way.
we have to do something different. Did you see that the one? I don't know if this is true.
It's true.
The one art piece is from the '80s movie, like box. It's like an alt art for the Gandalf card. Is like from the old animated Lord of the Rings.
Oh, that's cool.
So like the art credit is like that production company, which is really cool.
I didn't know that, but that is right.
If that's real, I think it's real. Because I saw it, but it might have been like a fan thing. But anyway.
No, the one thing that I was going to show you is that
Eat
one
shit.
of the
Oh fuck.
one of the alt things they did for a bunch of cards is they made a bunch of cards this long mural of one
Love
of the
that shit,
battles.
dude. That's fucking rad.
Like it just like continues on.
Dude, that's so cool.
No, it's fucking awesome.
Dude, that game has. I fucking love the shit they do. Like I got a few packs like in the past year or two, and just like the way they're doing like different art and shit is so rad.
Yeah, well, because I think they know that like, I think
That's
it's a way.
literally why I buy it.
Yeah, I think it's a way to get like non-Magic players to actually like buy cards because they're like, oh, because they're trying to make it more of a collectible card game,
Which is fine.
or more like a trading card. I
We're
don't
out here
know.
fucking playing the game. I forgot I was following a path. Excuse me. I don't understand how I'm. Okay. There's this
All right, I was going up. All right, now I do understand.
stars.
Stairs.
What else was I gonna say about that shit? I can't fight you, dude. I just can't. You're too strong.
You're a super mutant.
I didn't even hit with a single shotgun shell. What a fucking nightmare scape. What the fuck was I gonna say about it? It was cool as hell. It probably was not cool as hell. Anyway, it's cool. Like the new for that set, like the one keyword is that not keyword, but like
Yeah.
the thing is that the ring tempts you for a lot
Yeah.
of things. It's fucking cool.
Yeah, there's also a mass,
Yeah.
which I'm guessing creates tokens in some capacity.
Mm-hmm. It's fucking cool as hell. It's just a cool like theme. Anyway, I'm stoked on that. Again, I'm not Mr. Lord of the Rings, but I'm following a path. You stupid fuck. I'm following a path. That's what we're doing. Remember, we're following the path. Here we go. Okay? I don't give a shit about anything else going on. You're just following the fucking path.
Just here for a camera battery.
Just here for a fucking camera battery. Right? There's the path. It's going. It stops here. That's concerning. It probably goes over this way. Or does it go through here?
You gotta go definitely around in some capacity.
Okay, probably don't go up there. I'm going to go through here.
Please don't talk to me. Please don't talk to me. Please don't talk to me.
Okay, great. Here's the path.
This looks like a good neighbor.
That
Yeah!
I think we're getting close. Thank you, guys. Okay, that was a long process. Now we finally are at a shop. But we got to talk to Hannibal Lecter, or whatever his name is. Hanson? Hannibal.
Hancock?
Hancock. Fuck my ass. I forgot he was named after the great Will Smith film.
Big William style.
Here's the thing about Big William. He was so Stevie Wonder fucking inspired and Michael Jackson inspired. It's crazy. It's crazy that like all the songs feel like that. Anyway, real pretty shit. Hey Finn.
Back off.
I'm not gonna buy your services. Hey, stupid. I can accent you pretty fast.
It was wild when you found out that this guy is the brother of the mayor of Diamond City.
This guy is?
Yeah.
Hancock's the brother of fucking that guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is wild. It's right now for me.
Yeah, they talk about... I don't know how you find it, but they talk about it at some point.
Sure. I'm very used to this level of violence.
Yeah, this seems normal.
I remember when we used to stab people. I fucking feel you, dude. Bad news, Hancock. I ain't never been cool.
Yeah, but I want to eat good in the neighborhood.
Where's your Applebee's?
Where do you help me with that?
Big Titty Robot, what's up? Looks like the president equipped her with ballistics. They got rid of that line. Do you know that?
I don't even know what you're talking about, but it's funny.
The fucking
yeah.
They got rid of which is whatever. She was like fucking 14 in that game.
Was she that young? I thought she was supposed to be
I think she's 16,
17 or 18.
I know it's not magic. I've been playing D&D over the past handful of months, and the most recent battle I had involved me kicking a monster in the nuts as hard as I could. That's where that game is really fun. It's when you do shit like that. I totally get it. Like, you read stories all the time about like shit people do in that. Problem is, I am not smart enough. Maximum capacity rapid submachine gun looks fucking sweet.
You have to use your imagination.
Yeah, now we're talking.
Now, a calibrated hunting shotgun.
I don't care how much this weapon costs. I just want a regular.
Honestly, it's only $325. It's not even that expensive.
That beautiful party starter. Yeah, we'll be taking the muzzle calibrated hunting shotgun.
That's the name of your cat, right? Muzzle calibrated hunting shotgun.
Is that munting? Ugh. I can't even say any of the words. I need all your 10.
Muzzle's not a bad name for an animal.
No, muzzle's kind of cute. You could see like a dog name that. I do need shotgun shells too. And I need you to give it to me for free.
I'm begging you, please give it to me for free.
Chicken, some waffle fries.
Here's a burnt trade magazine.
Would you like a single Subway token? Can I sell the magazines? No, right? I don't want to give you any junk because I need it for shit.
I don't want to give you any shit because I need it for junk.
I'm selling this fucking. I don't give a fuck about the fucking laser musket. Can't wait to earn that fucking like $4 from that. What do I have of any value? I'm sorry, these no, they're worth nothing. 17, 105 for. I have 2 of those. There you go. There's one.
What about
219? No way am I selling that.
Do you really need your automatic pipe rifle?
I do use it occasionally.
Yeah, but you have so many other automatic weapons, and it's worth no dollars. So
yeah, I'll drop it. Well, that means I can get rid of what ammunition?
A 38, I think.
Well, bad news.
Preemptively, yeah.
Bad news is I already don't have any of that. Let's see. If I were, you could have all those. Why did I take all these fucking? Okay, 28 for.
Why do I have so many mutated fern flowers?
I thought.
Why am I holding on to these?
I thought they'd be important. All right. Yeah, you can have a couple of those. Come on now. I'm gonna sell these books because I don't think I need them anymore.
Yeah, I think once you read them once, you get the perks. You get the perks.
Great. Okay, that's a deal. Thanks, Cleo. We'll talk later. You and me, private robot hotline. So this hunting shotgun, I'm very interested in modifying it. Let's just see how.
What if there was a robot who was psychic? Not like a robot who was very good about predicting the future.
That's awesome. It's called Minority Report. It's already happened.
No, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't. It's not like using algorithms.
Well, here's what. It
literally knows magic.
That's fucking awesome, is what you're saying. It's cool as hell. So in Final Fantasy VI, you'll remember that they used magic as technology, and like used like the power of like espers, which were essentially elemental beings, to power things. Went very poorly in that game. That's also true in Secret of Mana. But what I wanted to talk about was, what was it going to be? It was going to be so great. It had something to do with guns, shooting people. No, it didn't. Fuck my ass, guys. Tell me what I was going to talk about. Shit my ass fucking right out.
You're talking about Final Fantasy. You're talking about...
What the fuck? You can have my junk. Yeah, store all junk. Wasn't Final Fantasy. Fuck. Listen, it was great, guys. You guys missed it. Let's see what we can do to this boy. Okay, we already have that.
Okay, I like where some of... Okay, I love a fucking, like, Vietnam era.
M16 style shit.
Yeah.
Wooden barrel. Fuck yeah. You can make the fucking survivalist rifle. I love it. I can make that, too. We'll come back to that. What does it actually do for me? Increases accuracy. Okay. That was fucking sick.
Get your fucking commando.
Yeah. Fucking sick. They do the best. They do what they can. Get them ready for Vietnam. That's sick. Old Hanoi to East Berlin. Commandos involved again. It's fucking sick.
The Marksman stock.
You know I'd fucking jizz for a Marksman M4.
The Marksman stock.
I know it's not exactly an M4. You can suck on that dick. Patriot style.
As I say.
You know what I re-listened to recently as far as albums are concerned, and everyone's gonna be like, what the fuck are you talking about? The first 3 Linkin Park albums.
Huh, how did you find those?
So these were obviously extremely important. I can't rotate these. That's very weird. They were very formative albums for me, and I remembered every single song and every single word. And I will say that they're not bad. There's a reason I haven't listened to them a lot. There's a few songs that are recoverable from that. It's sad that Chester Bennington died, and that's the end of my story. I like Hybrid Theory a lot.
Is that the Mecha one?
That's the first one. The Reanimation's the Mecha one, which I also like. Reducing the amount of songs I like from all of them to one of them.
That honestly, that's a large decrease.
It's a large decrease, but
it's a large decrease.
But I was sure that none of them were going to make the grade. This is anyone who does this is a fucking criminal.
That's kind of cool though. I don't hate it.
It would help me right now.
Yeah, but I love the fucking straight.
Fucking Grendel right there, boy.
I love the fucking straight mag.
This one really mad at me because I said Linkin Park and Deftones were absolutely new metal. I mean, they are new metal. That's not even a fucking joke at all. That's not like a thing that's not known. However, I've had some good viewers on tonight's stream. I want to say thank you, everybody. This is, of course, my last stream before I, go into the Navy. So I appreciate everyone coming in on this. I just want to rescue those dudes in the Titans so bad. You fuckers! They give you little stickers. See, they're stickers to apply to a gun.
That is fun.
Is this fucking Call of Duty?
Where do I get my keychain? Where do I get my attachment? They call it the Stinger. Let's use it no more.
So we looked at these before, but what can I make now? Light frame still sick.
Can you make it a Glock 18? Can you do full auto?
Pretty sure. I feel I could just change the damage whatever I want. I don't. It might be.
You think it would be the receiver?
You right? Yeah, automatic. I'm a little bit more interested in conserving ammo than this would allow me to do.
I like throwing bullets at them. I like giving them the bullets.
You know what?
I'm saying, here's the bullets.
I don't like the agency look, so yeah, I'll do it. Fuck it. This is kind of the reason I'm playing, is to use this gun, so let's fucking do it.
Well, in that case, buddy.
Now, we all know these are hilarious every time. My fucking stilt mags. I just like how a Glock's sights look, even though they're so ugly. I like them because they're ugly.
Yeah, it's interesting. They definitely like...
All of these give me a boner. I hate to tell you that, but you're in the room with a man with an erection when that happens.
It's interesting just because, like, the Glock is something... Like, there are plenty of guns. Your M1911s.
I would have done it the whole... Right?
Your M1911s, your high powers, where people are like, that's a good design. I will also use it for my gun. That did not happen with the Glock.
No, that's true. What happened to my fucking shot? That's right there. I'm so stupid.
They were like, hey, you can keep your square gun.
Dude, that's not true at all. Because, like, the fucking Springfield, what's that one? The Shield.
Oh, yeah.
They make ones that are, like, similar, but they're also ugly.
I feel like they're not near... I feel like they're not quite as angular.
No, they're not as boxy, for sure. It's very German. I want this fucking stock, but I don't have enough fucking screws.
I hate to tell you this, but I'm pretty sure Glock is Austrian.
Did I say German?
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm 100% sure you're right. The Glock is the most utilitarian pistol on Earth. That's not true.
Huh. The guy who founded Glock is still alive, 93 years old.
That's cool. I'm not trying to talk shit, but there's like stuff like the Liberator would be the most utilitarian.
He's married to a 42-year-old. Classic billionaire.
Hey man, can we be cool? Just don't fucking blow him up like that. He's just trying to get in there. Get it, just rummage around in there. Okay, guys, don't be alarmed. I'm going to shoot a lot of bullets real fast. Oh, yeah, boy. I know that I just worked really hard to get this ammo. I love that it's... You don't need to ask me anything.
I wasn't interested. No, but they wrote all this dialogue.
This is kind of like trauma dumping, dude. Austrian born German politics. Oh, stop it. Austrians are German in I don't know if that... Would you say that? Austrians are German in ethnicity. Would you say that?
Hitler certainly would.
I mean, that's what he said after that as a joke. But anyway. Listen, I don't know much about Austria or Austria-Hungary or Germany or any things that used to be the HRE or any things that used to be Prussia. No idea. And I'm going to keep it that way, guys. We could all be speaking Prussian right now, but we're not. So,
Deutschland, über alles.
Dude, that's what I'm talking about. We're not there, dude. This is America. So, unfortunately, that means that I do have to shoot some people with this new pistol. Yeah.
Will you shoot some people with that pistol?
I'll do whatever
you look kind of like a fucking dirtbag, but I guess.
Quite a promotion. Which makes all of our ranking kind of a waste of time. 1982? By the way, you guys fucking blow if you just no one could decide.
Well, I also think it's, I don't know. There's something just so like, it's too video. Preston Garvey is just too video game because he's just like, yeah, I've been a Minuteman for years. I'm literally the last one. I think you should be the leader, though.
It's very embarrassing.
Like I think you should do it.
Yeah, it's very.
I have things going on,
dude. That was like a real.
I'm busy.
It was like an epidemic back during these fucking games because like fucking Skyrim's like, my man, you are now the leader of the Mages College. It's like, I only had to demonstrate that I could use Fireball.
I was gonna say I know the light spell, and that's because that was the race I chose at the beginning.
Yeah, this gun is so sick looking. It's fucking ridiculous. It's a Gauss rifle. What do you know? See, this is what I would look like if I was a gun.
You think you'd have all them wires? You think you'd have some fucking Nixie tubes?
I'd be that big fat ass fucking assault rifle from this game. Okay, guys, I'm here to fucking shoot.
That's not true, because then I would have to hate you.
I know. Well, I'm hated by a lot, but loved by very few.
No, I was gonna say no one in this room.
No one in this room. That's for sure true. I'm about to shoot some real people with this automatic Glock, and it's gonna fucking blow my dick off.
You should rip and dip into them,
guys. For any of you ASMR porno freaks out there, this is gonna be an audio recording of me ejaculating when I shoot this gun.
You should do a recording of you ripping and dipping too.
Well, I mean, what's the difference?
Rip and fire.
Ripping and the tearing. Hey, I hear you. Mole rats, they can't be shot with a gun.
These bullets are for humans only.
Hold on, Lisa, let's try. Yeah, guys.
I always forgot about the noise that they make. It's like so wildly like...
It's real loud. Oh, you don't like that, do you? You don't like that.
Don't like being shot with these bullets.
Come on, I got
plenty.
Do
you?
I only have 30 more shots, actually. Come on, one more. Now this is a treat. This is what we signed up for when we got this mod. Come on, now you're 33 feet away. We don't have to talk about it. Do you think Hitler would be stoked to know that people are like talking about him in 2023 as like a guy who's like important?
I mean, probably. I mean, like part of yeah. I mean, like feel like that quote unquote immortality is like a big part of like
being a fucking,
that kind of sociopath, narcissist, whatever he had going on.
Do you think if he was alive today, he would have instead of been like a mass shooter? I think not. I think he would have been a German dictator.
You think he would have been a what?
German dictator. The same way he was.
He
wasn't a dictator. Whatever. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Did you do was that the baby from Dinosaurs? Is that what that was?
Yeah.
Not the dictator.
Not the dictator. I don't know. Listen, pal. It's more like I'm doing the Jim Gaffigan thing where he talks like the audience member who doesn't like his show.
Oh.
He wasn't really. He talks about Hot Pockets a lot.
I was going to say, is he doing Hot Pockets again?
He's doing Hot Pockets. I really like Hot Pockets.
I legitimately cannot remember last time I had a heart part.
I had a brief. What do you want me to build here?
Love affair with Hot Pocket.
No, a rekindling with ham and cheese ones. What the fuck? Do you want me to build a relay? Is that in? What do you want me to build, guys? Please be real. Okay, thank you. Radio recruitment begin. Anyway, do I like bacon from a while ago? I like.
I'm pretty neutral on bacon.
I
would almost go so far as to say that I don't like bacon.
I'm sure you like it. It's just like not interesting.
The only thing I like for bacon,
chair,
I don't like it when it's thin and it's fucking like snaps apart when you eat it.
I think that's how people really like it.
I don't like it that way.
I'm sorry.
I need it to be thick cut.
Did I build it already? No.
I think you did. It sounded like it took stuff out of your inventory.
Okay, great.
There you go. It just needs some power.
I was going to move it. Okay, Pat, whatever.
What was I going to say? Yeah. No, I like it when it's thick cut because I do love pork belly.
You like them thick, you told me.
Like a bowl of oatmeal?
Uh-huh.
Remember fucking in this game where you used to have supplies to make wires? That was fucking nonsense.
Yeah, dude, they were really trying to fucking...
They were like, so people will think this is fun. And the answer is no, we didn't.
Wouldn't you like to go find a lot of copper?
I was about to say, that's what fucking the one drug fiend in The Wire did. He was always looking for copper to sell.
It's true. I love this fucking gun. I know we always talk about it, but it's fucking cool. I know because it just looks like a regular-ass gun.
He's just like
it's
peeking
so
out.
Bondian, dude.
He's like peeking out. He's just like, hey.
Hillary, the guy complaining that Square Enix censored Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and went woke. Where did they censor in that game? Is Tifa's titties smaller? I mean, of course they are.
I think she's wearing more clothes also.
I was just talking to someone today about how they changed Jill's outfit in Resident Evil 3 Remake. And to that I say, I don't think that tube tops are pornographic. There, I said it. You may say, well, it's a little out of date, but like, isn't the game taking place in a different year? I understand that maybe the character was like design was a little too much, but I don't think it was like unreasonable. Like you're like, why is a police officer wearing that? But she like wasn't on duty. Like I don't think it's that unreasonable.
Cops can wear tank tops in their spare time.
That's true. Radio bacon, beer can. Is that true, Marcy Long? He just opens his pants. All right. Why would they even care? How long ago did you hear that? And when was anyone going to do anything? Like, who's giving the news? And they're like...
it's like, oh, we're under attack by raiders. Someone help. I don't know.
Okay, I'll let you know in about... whatever. Someone will show up, maybe.
Yeah.
Try to avoid dying until then. It's like, what? This debate rages on to a comic... the debate rages on to a common degree in the MK community. What could we even be talking about?
Mortal Kombat?
Mortal Kombat, for sure. Or Mary Kay. I think it's Mortal Kombat. But which were we talking about? Censored outfits? Because, like, what? They edit fucking... Yeah, because they they're doing a remake, and I think some of the character designs are different. I would say those were much more sex appealy than fucking. What are you talking about, Mario Kart? Where you have one side saying everything in MK9 is burkas, and the other side claiming MK9 is perverted. So here's the deal.
They're both right.
They're both kind of right. You can't say that the designs in some of the Mortal Kombat, like Melina, is very, like, it's like sex sells. Like she was posted as that. Like she was supposed to be a character for that stuff, which isn't necessarily an issue, but so there is this thing, right, where there was a lot of characters in games designed just to be hot, which isn't necessarily. It was to sell video games, if you understand, and not necessarily a great character design per se.
Yeah, I feel like we've definitely moved away from that as a people.
I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I didn't enjoy hot characters, but I don't think it's as necessary, perhaps, anymore, because I think that just like it's not. It almost comes off as a little weird or gross, perhaps, to have specifically designed sexy characters.
No, yeah, like I think it's just because you're just like, it was good. I did like it, but also things have to change.
I'm not saying like, listen, I'm not going to be here and say that I don't like characters who are hot. I still like that Ivy was hot. I still like Sophidia. They're hot characters. It's great. But like, is it necessarily the right thing to do? No. And was it done for the right reasons? Which, what even is the right reasons? No. Like, it was done to objectify stuff, which is fine. Like, it's not fine. It's just like, that's just where the medium was back then. And it's good that people have talked enough and get it a little bit further along than that. And they can still make games with big titty bitches. Thank you. That's why I'm telling you about my new game that I've been working on for years. It's called Big Titty Goth Bitches Get Real. And so it's a puzzle / management simulator where you're a big titty goth bitch and you're just denying dudes left and right. So you're trying to put together word combinations.
Oh, you're talking about this. This is the one where you're trying to get your degree in communications, right? Mm-hmm. Yep.
And you just can't get these dudes. It's like relentless. So you're just matching 3 ways of rejecting them, and also you then shoot them with a gun because they're getting real. Anyway, it's coming out.
Did I mention it's real
next year, bro? I get the whole. It's Activision's publishing it. I talked to Bobby Kotick. It's no big deal. He said it sounds great.
Yeah, that's what Todd Howard's working on right after he finishes Starfield.
No, this is my game.
But yeah, he's helping you. He's saying
he likes to say he helps. They're just putting his name on it. Dude.
Well, I'm saying, sorry, I didn't mean you're helping him because he's learning from the master. So he was like, Tom, see, I need to work on this game. I need to learn.
What I bring is an outsider's edge to it.
Yeah, which is always good.
What they're looking for, really, because they've gotten stale in the biz.
Yeah, when you have too many people who know what they're doing.
Is it like that first-person FPS where the HUD is boobs? Listen, I know what you're talking about. That was like a dinosaur game. Very funny. No, there is no. You do not get to see the character at all in my game. You are the character. It's our true role-playing game.
Yeah.
You're supposed to envision yourself as the character to understand the struggles that person deals with.
You're also supposed to NVIDIA yourself as the character.
Uh-huh. It's exclusively for the NVIDIA graphics card.
Yep.
You try to play it on any other shit, it just fucking nukes that shit.
Because we figured out a way to do that.
We figured out a way to do it. Yep. It's just like fucking Snatcher, where when the game runs, it fucking smells like blood so that you get more immersed. Instead, this just blows up your fucking video card.
Oh, see... Okay, I thought you were gonna say I didn't
deep
know.
Fucking cut, dude.
No, I had no idea what you were talking about. No.
Okay, so Hideo Kojima made a game called Snatcher, and when he made it, he wanted to make the disc covered in like a small gel that when it ran in your disc player would melt and smell like blood for the game, like as a part of the game.
Interesting.
Very cool idea, but obviously never happened.
No, I thought you were talking about the movie.
Text Adventure? I know that.
The movie Scanners, where they have Cortex bombs and they blow up people's brains.
Interesting. I would like to blow up someone's brain.
So if somebody is playing on the wrong video card, they just get their brains blown up.
Interesting. How soon do you think it'll be until advertisements are projected into our thoughts?
Sooner than we'd like.
For sure, sooner than we like. Now, part one is we have to have a reason to have things injected into our thoughts. But here's how I think we'll get there.
I don't even think they have to do that. I don't think there has to be like an injection. I don't think you need to be like, if you get this particular like, cortex enhancement, I think they'll just figure out a way to be like, hey, the brain operates on these electronic wavelengths. If we send like video streams on these wavelengths, they'll just go into people's fucking brains.
True. Like, because that was the thing in Futurama, right? Where there was like commercials before dreams.
Yeah.
Yeah, it totally makes sense.
Or like smells, like you'll walk into a store and it'll smell like something, and the pheromones will fucking trigger part of your brain.
Dude.
I'll be like, "Welcome to Bonton. We came back.
Well, so that might be
we
true.
did it.
So like, we're back, baby.
We pulled it off.
Bonton's back, and we got weird smelling shit like that. Not this is a huge reach, but with medical marijuana becoming legalized, perhaps there'll be something like that, where they're like it could do some kind of smell situation where like you have a slightly different thought process. Which I don't. That's a bit reaching, but it could happen. I mean,
Suddenly you're high for deals.
I mean, it could be real. Here's what really actually will happen is that, unfortunately, like VR workplaces will be very big. This is what they're trying to do, right?
I don't think that's ever going to happen.
It's going to happen because the fucking companies want it to happen.
But
they won't stop doing it, so there's some reason they really want it. You know what I mean?
But nobody actually wants it though.
So nobody actually wants it is right, except for
investors.
Investors who think that this is somehow improving the ability of people to work because they can work remotely while still being like near people in a space. But like it's so silly and stupid. But it's what's actually going to happen because the world works in the stupidest way possible. In like the next 20 years, you'll have people whose job is exclusively in like VR spaces. And what's going to happen is they're going to, have other stuff that kind of affects like augmented reality like that. And so people will just end up not taking it off a lot. And there'll just be like additional ads in your site that aren't there. And then like sounds ones too.
Wasn't there a movie or something where...
Okay, that sounds awesome.
Everybody was in like Matrix pods.
Are you talking about They Live?
No, everybody was in Matrix pods.
The Matrix?
But they like controlled like robot avatars.
It's called Avatar. It's a James Cameron movie. We just talked about him. He went all the way to Navi for this.
Does anyone know what movie I'm talking about? They control these robot avatars to like interact in the real world, and like somebody actually gets killed, and so like there's an actual like detective who like is in the real world and like not a robot, and he's like trying to figure shit out.
Man, I'm sure this okay.
Is this real? Am I just making this up?
Come on, guys, who's fucking on their shit today? Do you Mark's talking about the Bruce Willis movie Surrogates?
Yeah.
Woo! What a fucking dude! Way to go! High five for fucking DFC. Killing it immediately.
I haven't seen it, but that sounds
beautiful work.
That sounds really right.
Really pleased with you.
That sounds
on that
really right.
Really pleased with you on that one, fucking DFC. Great shit. I knew someone fucking had it. That does sound right. Okay, consider this me securing the workshop. Great, yeah. Alakazash.
Wonderful, look at you. Based off a comic book.
Interesting. That's very cool. Set in a futuristic world where humans live in isolation and interact with surrogate robots, a cop is forced to leave his home for the first time in years in order to investigate the murders of other surrogates. It's a cool idea. I mean, I really kind of think it's going to go that way.
Yeah.
Because I think, like, at a certain point, this is all, like, dystopian nonsense and who. But, like, if they could, this is what they would do. And since it seems to be whatever they want to do, this is why I think it's going to happen. They being rich people. But I think you would get to a point where it's like, okay, VR is comfortable and constant. Like, you just have glasses. It's that easy.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, well, now we can project ads everywhere all the time. They're always in front of your face. I know I'm like anti-ads, but I'm very anti-ads. I think that advertisement is the worst thing that ever happened to humanity. And you're like, what? It's just telling people to go to your store. It's not telling people to go to your store. It's fucking like manipulation of the entire world to do things you want. It's gotten so much worse. Again, I know I'm a conspiracy idiot.
That was a Disney movie, technically. Weird.
That was weird.
Yeah,
Out of an orange.
Touchstone Pictures.
I'll touch. You want to touch my Stones pictures?
Distributed by Walt Disney.
That's a crazy choice.
I'm Walt Disney.
Bruce Willis refused to work with anyone but Walt Disney, he said.
He was like, I need to see the head.
I feel bad for not Walt Disney. I feel bad for Bruce Willis.
Okay, so did you see the thing? There was a half in the bag, episode. This was like a year or two ago, and they were talking about like they just did like a bunch of like recent Bruce Willis movies. They were talking about it, and then basically they came back. Because they were talking about like, oh yeah, like
he must have been doing a lot of stuff for money.
Well, like, but they're also like, yeah, it seems like he's like not needing to like be on his marks a lot, and like clearly has like earpieces feeding their lines. It's like, and then yeah, it came out that he was like suffering from
super bad dementia.
Yeah, like really early onset dementia. I think it's
so,
called aphasia,
maybe,
something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, they basically were like, yeah, we're sorry, sorry, Bruce.
Okay, yeah. I mean that. They're nice to be that way about it. I don't think they have to apologize for guessing that he was like that, unless they were talking.
Well, they weren't guessing; they were just like bad mouthing him. Was like, why is he doing these movies?
Right. I think there's a lot of times where there's like a reason. I don't think everyone's like a fucking. Do you sell things?
Hi, I'm Trash Can Carla.
Where did you get the name Trash Can from?
Probably because I love Oscar the Grouch.
Dude, who doesn't love Oscar?
That exists in this universe.
Dude, Oscar would be here. Oscar would show up anytime. You have a lot of 10 mil. But I don't have a lot of money. Actually, I do have more money than I thought. Do you sell shotgun rounds, Carla? Can I call you Carla? Do you sell shotgun rounds, Carla? Thank you. I need all the shotgun rounds. The 10's the most important shit, but I really need that. You can take this fucking wrench, though, I guess. If you're fucking weird like that. I also took this heavy pipe revolving sniper rifle, which I'm definitely not using. Beyond that, we got shit like, let's say, bag of cement. I'm keeping the duct tape for me. Duct tape's for daddy. Just remember that. This 44 only costs $1 per, so we're not going to sell that shit. I need a couple more $100. That's what I need to kind of... I don't need that. This boxing glove is only worth $3, so that's not really going to get us anything. You can have this mine.
I don't think I think if I had a boxing glove that was only worth $3, you probably would punch right through it. It probably would be bad.
Well, I think the used market on boxing gloves is not good. You know what I mean? Okay, you can have all them back.
Yeah, I feel like most...
I want more than 2, Carly, you fucking jerk.
Why don't you get your head out of the trash can?
You think I meant to fucking just keep 2 of them? Really? Really? Okay, Carla, please.
Carla,
you're being extremely silly right
now.
15. Thank you. That's a deal. Goodbye. Don't ever talk to me again. Carla, you fucking cox.
Who's that guy?
Who is that guy? Look at how radiated him. It's very bad. This is fucking Murphy. What are you talking about?
No, there was a guy running in the background. He was running out towards the street.
Sorry, I had to do it.
That was fun.
It's so fun. You just got to do a desk pop sometime. Anyway, this is probably a good place to end anyway.
Yeah, we call that Riven Fire where I'm from. Guys, it was great to see you. We love you so much.
Absolutely great to talk to you. I'm going to make sure that we clear up the chat real quick. Let's see. T-Mark's talking, in the future, I'm also into that's why I never use Twitch anymore. Well, shit, man. I'm glad you come for us. I came back for the MK1 stress test, so just happened to alpha males went live. Listen, I don't call myself an alpha male, but if people want to call me that, that's absolutely fine. I'm like that one guy on Twitter who always posts about how he likes to suck dicks or whatever, and then it turns out he's like trying to pretend he's like really alpha. You ever hear that guy? He's like, my friends used to go to Hooters and we were straight as hell. It's like, what the fuck? It's like, that's what men do.
We were straight as hell.
It's like, okay.
Not anymore.
Not anymore, dude. Not after we went to Hooters.
Not it.
Like I said, the only time I went to Hooters, only butts and no boobs.
I've never been to Hooters.
All the girls had butts. We went at Otakon one year and got wings, and they were real bad. And then we went back the next day for more wings, and they were still bad. But my one friend, I feel like this was, I think he's on here, so I don't know if it was actually his idea, but I think it's his idea. I think it was like, he really liked the wings or something. I don't remember. I would love to go to fucking Pizzeria Uno. Anyway, guys, thank you for a real
guys, it was lovely to see you. We love you so much.
Okay, we love you so much. See you later.
Take it easy.